Hello everyone, welcome to a surprise late night stream. I didn't know I was going to do this either, but here we are, back with Monster Train 2, going through the DLC. I didn't have a lot of time today to get back into this run. I wanted to finish it earlier, but things just came up. Anyways, now we can finish this run, and we'll see how far I go today. Let me check my audio. Perfect. Okay, cool. I doubt most people will be able to catch this live, but you know, here it is regardless. Okay, looking at our deck, I seem to remember we were Wormkin. Wormkin's good. We are using a good amount of our starter cards. Like, our starter cards are very important because they give us the Echo Form stuff, and then they all cost 0, which is really, really good as Wormkin, honestly. Probably one of the best things we could get. Well, I think Tuning Fork is one of the best things to get early in general. And this might be like one of the best things to get as the Wormkin, just period. We do have some really good boilerplates here. 140 armor is a lot of armor to get with a single energy of equipment. That's just actually like, that should be game winning for bosses in a lot of cases. But we can still increase that further, and we should try to do that before the final fights because they can be pretty tough. I like Celestial Alcoves, I like removing cards. We definitely have a lot of cards that I should remove. Do I have units that I need to upgrade from this run? The answer is probably. Okay, we have a Crucible Steward. Crucible Steward's good. But is it enough? And then we have a smelter. Yeah, I remember we have a smelter, and then we have a way to like smelt a whole bunch of things in. Right, we have the Shard Soul Carver. This guy's kind of like our main go-to damage dealer, and we're all building up on one floor primarily. I doubt we'll need to do multiple floor builds, really. But you might as well if we get an option to duplicate. That said, I don't think we have to take any more chances. I could use a little bit more HP on my Pyre, potentially, so it's not like the end of the world to go for the Merchant of Steel. But I think this way is going to be more valuable for us. Let's take a look at that Unstable Vortex. What cards do I want to get rid of? I think I'm going to get rid of an Echo Infusion. And then I don't know if I want to get rid of a Spear Steward. I probably should. I think I took a draw early on here, and I don't regret my choice. I think this Ancient Resonance is something I just picked up. I think it's going to be good. Armament Drive I think is good. Boilerplates are probably fine. Armament Drive kind of isn't as good with already in-deck equipment. This Bonk, probably less good. Maybe not good enough at all to get more Forge. Spear Steward I do have to draw, so maybe it's worth removing. I don't know. Maybe we actually should focus on getting more units, but we'll find out. Ooh, I love Void Armament. Multi-strike is pretty dang strong, though I doubt we'll beat Boilerplate. Well, I guess we get the armor from Boilerplate immediately, so actually maybe it's like totally a fine equipment to replace. I'd have to test that out. We should test that out. I don't hate Enchanted Chamber. I think I just like Void Armament. We can also combine two, right? Combine two equipment cards. Could do a Boilerplate and Void Armament. That's pretty good. Do a Boilerplate and Ambient Charge. That's also not bad. Extract 3, draw 2, cooldown 2. This is a fine thing. Need to pick up energy. Either way, I'm picking up this. Let's do that. I'm gonna reroll. Friendly units gain 15/15. Okay, that's the kind of thing I like to see. Also, silence enemies. Silence non-boss enemies. That's pretty solid. Fight Club's also pretty solid. As far as rooms go, these are good. I like Overgrowth Carapace. In fact, we have so few monsters that like maybe Overgrowth Carapace is the right way because we're not filling up our slots anyways. Though we also are probably aren't going to take slots for the rest of the combat, so Overgrowth doesn't seem that strong. Then again, we do have the Bogworm's Growth, so maybe it is good. I'm flip-flopping. Sorry, getting back into the deck. trying to walk through all my decision options. We got Fight Club. Grant friendly units 15 attack. Good with multi-strike. Good with people who do damage with their attack. Just fine in general. Zone of Silence, the only thing that concerns me is that it's a lot of energy. We don't necessarily get a ton of energy. Not that we can't, but it's not guaranteed. I'm still going to take it because I do like it, and then we could upgrade something to be drawn immediately. Probably don't want to get these immediately because we want to get forged on these if we can. I'm going to hold off on that, and we're going to save some money. Go into the next area, rich. Right, Titan Trial. Well, you have to apply it. Also, I've never faced this boss before. Ooh, kind of crazy looking. I love it. Kind of like a very, like, scary looking Fel. I wonder if this is like Fel's sister or something. Fights as twins, drawing strength from each other over the course of the battle. One follows the other fights on with unyielding fury. Okay, so if we wipe out one, maybe it starts the boss phase early. 1700 attack. Sorry, 1700 health. That's a lot. Okay. See how well we can do. See how well I remember this run. I mean, it was only yesterday, right? Oh, I forgot that we had the... Yes, on deployment phase, draw a room card. Perfect, okay. Usually I'm going to want that here. I don't know why it was giving me like a thing to activate. That was weird. I think also usually we're going to want this here. Which means typically I'll want that here, and then you guys could all go here. Perfect. Need a little bit more energy, definitely. Okay, I like it though. Pyre immediately attacks. Our Pyre is not the best damaging card in the game. Oh, you're here immediately. When you loop, you return to the bottom. So you're kind of like a mini Titan. You get more attack. Wait, you apply more attack to Hollow. Uh-oh. Okay. Extinguish gives Titan Skin 10. And when this begins next turn. 7 waves remaining otherwise. Triggers after combat. Apply 100 health to Strix. Okay, so she's going to constantly get more and more HP. That's why she's healing, even though we're theoretically doing some damage. Okay. So you've been silent, which means that you're not granting haste, which is definitely good for us. Gonna activate this now. We're gonna play this, give a bunch of energy. That's pretty important for us to do. You do need to be forged. And we can't have this guy disappearing. But I think we're unlikely to have that happen, especially on a silenced floor. So we could probably chill out a little bit. And then we just add the multi-strike to him. That seems pretty good. Maybe we might as well get some armor. It's not the craziest thing in the world, but it seems fine. Alright. Start applying Reap where we can. Spike, Driver, Spider. Did I put this in my deck? Was this always a card I had in my deck? I don't remember this card. Okay. Our champion heals to full, right? That's one of the things that makes us really good. We have 10 forge points that we could already spend, so not the end of the world if we do spend them. Extract 2, giving this guy 15 HP, seems great. Or sorry, 15 more attack permanently. Deal damage to enemy units. Does save us health, but honestly, it's kind of unnecessary health in a big way. So let's think about activating our forge points. Then we can make this thing really tanky. And then making this guy tanky still seems good. Okay. But yes, our boss does get to heal. Wait, that guy got to survive? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought they were all dead. What happened? Something happened, and I'm not sure what it was. It's a bad idea to have that happen. Okay. Okay. Actually, Weldling is pretty good here. We have another Crucible Steward activation. We have Armament Drive, but it's not going to be crazy effective. Okay, these guys are taking some damage for sure. So, what am I getting rid of? I might be getting rid of Armament Drive here, realistically speaking. I'm just suspecting I'm not going to want that right now. And I feel like I need other stuff. I could Weldling here. But we need more Forge points for that to really be good, because we get better with attacks. Spell chain on the Hammerfall here is also pretty good. We can get up to 90 attack on this guy. Maybe that's just the answer. Worry about Weldling later. I mean, 90 attack is big. Yeah, we can get our boilerplate later. We get even more attack. Yeah. This seems really strong. The cycle's a little bit challenging right now. The silence, I think, is paying dividends. I do just want to keep smithing. Perhaps not overly much. We can definitely... Ooh, retreat, extract 3, days 2. This is really good. Okay, we could also consume here. That saves us a lot of HP. That doesn't really matter. But honestly, I might as well start wiping the HP off of these guys. And get more armor up here. This will stay in my hand regardless. I want to eventually be able to draw, which is why we play it here. And we can extract 3, apply days 2, though we are taking some damage away from our guys. Still seems solid for the guy who's going to be moving around. Gotta love the full heal relic. Okay, found an Echo Burn again. Not something I really care about that much. We can gain Forge in other ways. This guy's just hitting kind of hard. We can activate this, activate that, draw some more, apply more Reap. I mean, make sure that these always all go down no matter what we do. And we still have energy for a Pyre Shot. That's kind of awesome. Could also just draw more again. Still have the energy for a Pyre Shot. We can also smelt it later. I love the smelter. Maybe I should be focusing on duplicating smelter. It's so much energy a turn. Foundry line. Okay, we have the assembly room here, which I could play. We also have the Hammerfall though. So I probably don't want to smelt everything in order to just get that Hammerfall. Seems reasonable. You're getting 100 HP a turn. You only attack once a turn, but we have a billion armor on this guy, so shouldn't be much of an issue. Either way, I think it's sensible to get more scrap metal going. Sensible to have more HP on our big boss tank here. And then we could Foundry line. We could just increase our attack as well, which is pretty strong. We're gonna need all this attack later, right? Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah. This seems good. Like, they're gonna start the Relentless phase soon. But we're looking really strong. Get rid of the scrap. We can Fused fracture here. Extract applied days 3. That's never that bad, right? That's in fact pretty good. Could even draw more. There's our boilerplate. This is a huge boilerplate for 31. That's a lot more damage, but cool. We'll add it to our tank. Our tank can't really go down at this point. And that's a lot more armor on boilerplate. Anything else I really need to worry about? Probably not. This seems pretty much a done deal. Like, I can activate you, and then we could extract maybe later, but like, I don't know. Feeling like we're pretty set up. Guess I might as well play the Poly Room here. Tanky as heck. There's definitely no way we lose. Yeah. Oh, wow, they do deal some damage to us, though. 254 armor is not quite enough. Okay, actually, I'm a bit surprised by that outcome. I think I might have underestimated the game a little bit. It's funny, not by too much, though. I mean, this does a lot of damage as well, right? So we'd probably activate this. Yeah, that saves your life. And then we have Extract 2, which does some damage, and then we have more HP here. Okay. Closer than I thought, honestly. I guess this guy's dealing 50 damage times 2. That's a lot of damage. Wow. Okay. Well, we made it through the second main boss. Fuse weaponry. Merge 2 equipment in your deck together and apply -1 energy. That's pretty cool. Echoes of the Past, infuse, apply 8 attack per echo, clear echo. I mean, given that it gives an echo itself, and this is part of our strategy, I think Echoes of the Past works well here. I'm going to take energy. I've been feeling like we need that. Maybe with more smelters, maybe better play there. I wouldn't need it. We have a duplication there. I really, really want the more smelters. Is there a reason for more magic? I mean, we did just get Echoes of the Past. We could have that be better. Not really. Don't really need more equipment in rooms, though, either. We kind of already have our equipment of choice. So this is really about duplicating, quite possibly, Shard Soul Carver or our Smelter here. But given that I just took energy, probably the Carver. Duplication just seems too strong to ignore. Merchant of Arms, Bloodthirsty Blade, a little bit late for it. Stasis Crystal, Resolve, gain 20/20 while under stasis. Ability, Emerge, okay. Starts battle on cooldown, removes ability on use, gotcha. So, yeah, you just see how long you can stay in stasis. That's kind of cool. Or, when you summon a friendly unit, draw an equipment and apply -2 energy. That's a fun one. Okay, I like that that exists. I don't think I'll be making much use of it on this run, especially because I want my silence room immediately. That seems very good for us. So we might not take much of anything here. We really just mainly came here for the duplication. Can upgrade our champion. Strike, gain 1 attack, that's kind of cool. Inspire, yeah, I mean, apply 4 reap to enemy units isn't bad either. I could see going either way, honestly. Gaining more echo throughout is probably pretty good. But let's duplicate our boy. Yeah, Shard Soul Carver just needed to be a little bit stronger. I really don't think I take much here. I'm not sure I take much of anything, really. I could remove some cards. Kind of just want to save my money and just buy like a bunch of artifacts next round, plus whatever other upgrades I can think of. Maybe we go for another duplicate on a unit. We could definitely use it. Is there anything else I'd want to upgrade? Not much. No. Let's go. The front boss enemy in each wave, non-boss enemy in each wave gets reanimated too. Okay. And then what's this guy? Multi-strike, rage 8, regen 20, relentless, resolve, gain rage 8, regen 20, spell shield 2. Okay, so honestly better that we're going to fight him on the bottom floor. It's interesting how they made a lot of bosses scale per floor, so like building on the top floor isn't always the best because of that. But in any case, I guess it encourages you to like high score or something. Alright. We could even fit 2 Shard Soul Carvers on this floor. I see no reason not to, honestly. There's probably a reason not to, I just like don't see it. Alright, Shield Steward. Show me what you got. Defend the top floor with all your might. Hey, Weldling, that's like kind of a reason not to, right? So, Fuse. Really love that we just get to silence all these guys. Just makes it so we don't have to think. Wow, and then we can... Oh, wait, we can do even better. Yeah, straight away, just get a bunch of attack in. Oh, but then we have no echo, so nobody dies. That sucks, actually. Do I want to activate a scrap metal? I don't think so. Do I really care about this Weldling? No, I just want to play it. We'll start building armor up there, I suppose. Okay. Might have to play a Reap on this floor or something. Speaking of... Okay, we got a Fracture, so... This actually seems fine. Oh, but this doesn't. Okay, so... Gotta think about this once again. This is probably a good turn for smelting. Get a lot of forge going. Get a huge amount of attack with boilerplate. Boilerplate's just a ton of damage. Assuming we can scrap more, but we can't. So barring that, we can give this guy the most attack with void armament. That's a little risky now that I think about it. I kind of wish I did this in a different order. Well... And then if I test my theory... Okay, you do lose the armor when you lose the equipment, so that's actually worth noting. Means void armament is less good than I thought. You're not dead yet. How did that happen? Then, honestly, just get out of my deck. 400 damage, and then... You really... Y'all survived? That's crazy. I don't know how you're doing that. 500 HP. I guess that's a lot. Maybe we Pyre Shot here, actually. That's just a better option. Okay. It's some misplays. But it's not the end of the world. We could Pyre Shot again, do some significant damage, but it's really not all that good. Smelt all cards in hand. I mean, we're just gonna keep this one card. Deal 170 damage? Okay, yeah, we're really falling behind the damage curve. Are you that tanky? I guess you have Titan Skin 4. You die in one hit. How are we only doing 170 damage? Oh, because you only attack twice. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That adds up. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do a lot more. We need to up our damage game a whole heck of a lot. Oh boy. How am I gonna do that? That's a great question. Well, we got a smelter. Can always start by scrapping some metal here. This guy does get to die, which is great. This guy still has 248 HP. That's not so great. We got a bonk, which is good for our HP there. Could do another bonk on this guy. Seems solid. We have 222. Okay, I think I have to just get rid of the multi-strike and hope for the pure damage increase to be enough. Or we give even more armor to this guy, and that's maybe enough damage. I don't like either of those options, actually. Looking at it again. Yikes. I mean, giving more damage to this guy means that we definitely one-shot the dude in front, and then we hit this guy for a bunch. Whereas currently that's not happening somehow. Are you sapping me? What is happening here? Why is this less damage than I expect? I know the multi-strike is less important right now, but there's a chance that we get other cards that make it more important, like the Hammerfall. So I'm tempted by the 66 in this play. We could also just give it to this guy. That's a lot more damage. Admittedly, less than I'd like. We can activate this. Cool. We get the Hammerfall. I don't know how cool that actually is. But we can make this guy do significantly more damage, which seems like a good idea. I think. Yeah, I mean, they took more. And then somehow we're just gonna have to end this other guy. Okay, they have two 500 HP. We're really, really behind the damage curve in a way I did not expect. This is unfortunate. You're taking only 39 HP. Yeah, that's just bad. But we can up the damage of, I guess, literally everyone here. Significantly decrease our damage in many cases. 152. Okay. We're starting to get somewhere. These guys can have a bunch of reap applied to them. 105 damage on this guy. 122. Do you at least die in one hit? I hope so. Let's make that work, I guess. We're taking some higher damage. Definitely not flawless play here. But we are still very much in the learning phase for this whole DLC and faction and everything. And I will die on that hill. Or whatever it is. I'll claim that to the end of time. Okay, we do get the smelter. This is good. Gonna do some damage there. Not a whole ton, admittedly. More here. Can't really extract to do much. Can do a lot there. We can draw more. We could forge, extract, apply melee weakness. Does that help? Oh, we don't have any extraction, so no. The answer is a big fat no. These guys still don't die, but they will lose their reanimate stacks. Might as well build up more forge. Extract 2, probably worth it for this guy. At least we're only taking one hit from the big tanks. Could be worse. Then there's this guy. He's already dead. Okay. That's all I was worried about. That's all I was ever worried about. Okay. So we're fine. Hey, we got our Echoes of the Past again. This is actually really good. Echoes of the Past was far more worthwhile than I thought it would be. Bloom Burst. Okay, good room card I've never seen before because Wormkin didn't have rooms in the past. Can exceed that, excess will be removed. Right, yeah, we just get 4 more charged Echo slots and then we gain 1. That's really cool. That's a cool room. I like it. You're not dead, but honestly at this point it does not matter. So yeah, as long as we're alive here, that's all we have to worry about. Good stuff. You're still not living. I was hoping you were gonna live. I guess I could play this and maybe that helps. Maybe deal damage to this guy. Still no, huh? Kind of surprises me. Still can't save his life. I tried. Oh well. Yeah, this guy doesn't get to go up to attack though, because we beat the boss on this floor. Yeah, I guess like 600 damage a turn in the final stage of a fight is not that good. So maybe I'm gonna need some dazed, but extract 3 we probably won't have the ability to use that really. Soul Cripple, apply Reap 15 and Rooted. I don't think it's the worst, but energy is still hard for us. Let's try it. Rooted sounds good to me. If you sacrifice Forge 5, okay. Spend all Forge points, deal damage to the front enemy units equal to 35 times the Forge points spent. That's a cool way to use Forge points in the late game when we run out of ways to do it. Another Calcified Ember gets added to our deck, which I don't like at all. But at this point, what choice do I have, right? Could see building on the second and third floors. Maybe that's the way that we can build up enough damage in time for the final fights. It's just a thought. This does have consume anyways, but this could be good. I can see making use of our forged assets there, and then I think I'm gonna go for another duplicate. And honestly, we have remove for the 2 calcified embers. Might as well do it. Don't want to have to worry about it for the final fights, honestly. There's other cards we could potentially remove as well, but we have 1,000 gold. X costs get +2 to their value. Yes, that's actually really great, given one of our best cards is an X cost. +1 stack of Reap each time it's applied. Seems like it would be a good idea for us to have that. Advance the back enemy unit when it enters your train. Honestly, a good thing, but I could probably replay it. Non-banner units have deployable. Okay, well, when one of our things is added to a floor, apply Reap to a random enemy. Not that great. Jackstrip's not that great at this point. Alright, Merchant of Magic. Can we make our cards better? I really like Echoes of the Past. Upgrading it to be intrinsic so we see it more often isn't the worst thing in the world. Is there anything else I'd rather have be intrinsic? I don't think so. I mean, I think Echoes of the Past so we get our damage straight away is probably one of the best things I could ask for. Holdover on it would be the next best thing, but we're not going to be guaranteed that. 20 magic power. Could make this bonk have 20 magic power. Could make the resonance honestly have the power. -2 and consume the resonance as well. Permafrost on the resonance. Permafrost on the anvil breaker maybe is even better, but gets in the way of Foundry Line actually to permafrost anything. So I have to consider that. So we'll play it on something cheap that I can maybe play for ease. Okay, we got Spell Chain, but no other thing. But Spell Chain is still really, really, really good on our attack card here. Yeah, Echoes of the Past. That's really strong. Okay, and then we have energy cost. Might as well energy cost something here. What would you do? Rooted is good. I kind of want to remove Consume from Foundry Line. Could just have Ancient Resonance be a permafrost and a very cheap. I don't dislike that, and then Bonk can maybe get slightly more use. Gotta say, this doesn't feel like it's the best option for us, but we're making do. Don't think Boilerplate's gonna be the way. Anvil Breaker maybe a way. I think maybe Crucible Steward, honestly, seems really strong. Oh, but the second floor is not gonna have as much space, right? That's one of our other problems, so maybe we can't play on the second floor. Well, we'll see. I like Crucible Steward duplicate here. That may very well be super wrong. Removing a card also seems good. Surely there's stuff I need to remove. Shield Steward may not fit anymore on the front. We can apply armor early, hopefully. Could remove more cards, but let's keep it for the score, right? That's definitely something I care about. Corruption 4 to your units each turn and doubles corruption on strike. That seems unbeatable for me. Wait, how do I didn't plan for this. Okay, well, we're playing on the bottom floor. And our top floor is not going to last very long. That's just how it is. So hopefully we're really strong early. I like that start though. This start is really good. Right? We can add here. We can get a lot going. Don't know if it'll be enough. Anything we can do to you. Right, yeah, you're gonna apply a corruption 4 to everybody every single turn. I need to like wipe you out instantly. I'm sorry. This is actually just terrible. Reap and Rooted, probably not what I care about. Yeah, maybe this is just like this floor is just a lost cause. That's unfortunately how it is. Let's get as much forged value as we can. So we'll wipe out one of these guys. Gotta love the silence. That guy's gone. And then this thing has spell chain, so it's actually really good. Don't need to do anything else here. But we could have this card be even better, which we do want. We might as well do the best we can here. Alright. If I use this now, we get another, like, charge of it, right? So it's technically still better to use right now. Might as well apply some Reap to this guy. Can't be rooted, it appears, but it seems okay. That's a lot of damage. I think we'll be fine. These guys gain armor passively. Like, renovate. Whoa, 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 6. Whoa, okay. Actually, that can be a very useful card later, right? Because we have the +2 to everything. Okay. So we think about this. This is great. We can apply this card. This will give us some longevity here. Also, how did you survive? You should be dead. Oh no, because we cleared all the corruption stuff, right? Yeah, that makes sense actually. Could have more room here, but I don't think it'll ever matter. This is a lot more attack. I don't hate applying a bunch more attack, but we probably should play the Vengeful Shards. Wow. Maybe Hammerfall was actually just the best pickup all along. Get even more space here, and then you probably need more max HP just so you never die. Even though you're healing up every single time, we can't have you die. It's extremely important that you live. We did get a bad card added to our deck. It's one unfortunate thing. So I will do this just so those guys can't add bad cards to our deck. You're going back to dying. I hate that. Apply maybe some armor here. It's not gonna save you. Well, we tried. 32, Forge 16. Wasn't bad. Did need to reap more. Extract 5. Double buffs. Yeah, that makes sense why we can't do that. You guys are gonna die before you get your ability, huh? What a shame. And then we have more people making it to the top floor. We need to increase our damage a lot faster. I needed holdover or something. You know, it's looking tight. Anvil Breaker, that's a lot of damage. Don't underestimate that damage. Void Armament's also a lot of damage. At the end of the turn, return a random consume spell to your hand. I mean, that's just like a good room to have anywhere potentially, but we do need to make use of these. Merged armor, get a ton of equipment. I mean, I kind of just want one of these guys to live. I kind of want both of them to live, to be honest, but I don't think I can be that greedy. So let's consume, get some energy. We're gonna need it. We know it. Fire shot here probably gives us a lot. And then we can merged equipment. Give a bunch of damage here. Apply reap to the boss. How much is given? Right, this equals our forge points, right? That's actually that's a good point. We're gonna lose forge points, so I won't be able to use this as a massive damage spell at this point. So this really is just 6 energy for... Okay, we have 5 energy, so we're playing all the cards we care about to play. Okay. So yeah, in that case, this guy's gonna get all the forge point energy. Oh, or do I just give it to this guy? That's actually another really good point. Maybe we say we have enough armor on the merged equipment. Then we give the triple strike guy all the attack power. And then we draw, probably. Yeah, it seems good. I mean, it is damage. Seems like giving more damage. Alright. Well, yikes. No energy. Okay. Our smelter boy is probably gonna die. But what can you do against such reckless hate? Could keep one of them alive. Seems like we're doing more damage right now. So might as well hit there. That was cool. That was a good amount of damage. Then I guess we keep this one alive since we just used, yeah, the thing there. I don't hate that idea. We get to take this guy down. That's pretty sweet. Why is this guy going down? Is this 1 damage per stack? Does not increase. So you're taking 8 damage. And you're taking 29 plus 35. Oh, okay. Yeah, 29 plus 35 plus 8. Okay, wow, that's close. Honestly, I'm tempted to have more infused on this floor. So we don't have this problem again. Also, we get to play the consume spells on this floor. Wait, I can also keep this guy alive. Hold up. No, because you're going to apply more corruption to me. Okay, that's why you're dying. Got it. That said, triple strike guy gets to attack the most. So we're applying our attack damage to him. There's probably times where that might be wrong, but this doesn't seem like one of them. I think we have the damage for the final boss. Our smelters have done their job. They've gotten us energy. I think we're going to get corruption every turn for the true final boss, which scares me greatly. Forge 8. Well, this guy gets to survive, right? I don't know. I don't even know if that was anywhere close to correct, but it felt okay to me. You need to go down. You get to go down. You already gonna die. Renovate doesn't really do anything. Anvil Breaker doesn't really do anything. Okay. We just have 5 energy, but not for no reason. We can draw. Okay. Well. It's not actually gonna mean that much. I guess I could have infinite space on my bottom floor for no reason. Sure. Let's have fun with it. It's kind of fun just to see the spot be that high. Okay, 56 corruption is getting real serious. Apply attack and armor to the pyre. Right, okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting notion, right? We can make our pyre a lot stronger if we get pyre plating. That'll be good for us, for sure. We do need to play this. Having this guy at more max HP matters. Could have done it later, but it's probably fine in the way that we did it. Extract 5, doubles buffs on armor. Or we just give a lot more attack power to the back. Ooh, a little bit more attack power to the front might make a difference at some point too. Then I really like the pyre plating. Pyre plating's funny. Alright. Okay, pyre plating. Should have played it on this floor or maybe this floor to deal damage with etch. Gotta remember that's a thing. Take less damage this turn that way too. Our big fat tank here is not going to be alive forever. Remember how I said like 260 armor would be enough? Well, just barely. Just barely. Alright. Yeah, we definitely wouldn't want this guy to die ever. Be extinguished. Echo transfer probably should have been removed. That's like one thing I regret. Draw 2. We can bonkening. Just seeing if I can save my champion. I don't think there's like any world in which that happens. We got like a million renovates. Oh no, renovate just stayed in the deck or something. I don't know. Either way, it's over. We're not dying. This is fine. 112 corruption. Yeah, the doubling just does a ton. 96. The armor worked. The multi-strike worked. I can't believe this worm is our champion. Wait, what is this? Oh no, it's just Titans. I was like, do I get something else? Is Hef gonna help me? No. Just gotta fight the Great Abyss. No biggie. Final true boss fight here. Very scary. I think we're gonna try the new game mode out to... maybe I'll do that for in a video. Maybe we'll just keep practicing for a little bit. Get a little bit better at the base game. Okay. Zone of Silence. Non-boss enemies. Given that we still have 5 only on that floor, gotta set up on the bottom floor. Not sure that's the wisest course of action. But here we are. Also, I kind of wish I had my Shield Steward back. Well, everyone makes mistakes. Okay, that guy's gonna die immediately unless we can do something. We can't. Also, oh, right, we can get Echo on this floor. I guess that does make sense. You're gonna be a problem for our pyre. 3 damage a hit. Gonna have to play that Pyre card quite often. Cool. For now, let's focus on getting down the big enemies. Applying a bunch of Reap. Could sacrifice the Weldling. Could also... Okay, hear me out. 10 energy, 6 forge this turn. We don't need to spend all our forge on one thing, but we could spend it on the Weldling. We could put that here. Or here. Then this guy gets 12 armor, which is just enough to survive the 20 attack there. That's actually pretty good. And then, on top of that, our energy gets much higher, so we can make our guy in back do quite a bit more damage. And then do quite a bit more damage again. And... is this better, or... yeah, I guess like it's slightly better extraction value. Right. So, 166 damage right away. It's honestly going to be necessary. We might need to put the big fat armor on this guy until he can survive the big turns. Okay. Did we just get a Vengeful Shard added to our deck? That seems unreasonable. Boilerplate. Okay, we're not dead just yet. You're dead just yet. Why? Wait. 12 to... wait. Huh? $12 and 9 is 21, right? I'm not crazy. That's the math. You're dealing 20 damage. Do you do more? You're doing something. You're doing something evil. I don't know exactly what, but it's bad. Oh, wait, you're dealing damage to my Pyre? Wait, what? I am genuinely uncertain what's going on here. Okay, also we're in a little bit of deep trouble. That was good, but I can't play my Void Armament this turn, which is bad. We can play the Boilerplate, which is good. You need the HP. I don't know why you're dying. That really bothers me. We're gonna have you live. That just needs to happen. So now you're taking 13. Wait. Huh? There's something I'm missing here, right? And then, are you just dealing damage every time? Turn to my dude? If you have no units on the floor, deal 5 damage to the Pyre. That's what this guy does. That's right, I forgot about that. We need to finish this fight a little bit faster than I expected. Void Armament needs to come back around quick. Okay. Well, yeah, Corruption attacks hurt. Okay. Well, there's some Curse of Entropies. Good God. I really can't afford to have this stick around, but you know what's cool? These guys can deal damage equal to their attack, but not really. Create a copy of a non-champion unit or equipment card in hand and apply -1 energy. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if I could do this mass production. But we don't have any way to actually make use of that right now. Instead, say we can get rid of one of these. It's just worth doing. We gotta play all the Pyre Lights, apparently. All units, all floors get -8 sap energy. Okay, sucks. But we get to apply Reap. Extraction a little bit. it matters. Wait, are these guys taking extra damage? Oh yeah, they are taking damage. Wait, sweep doesn't get countered. Okay. Important to know, you're not dealing damage to me just yet. We can apply Reap 86. You can die now. This is getting a little tight. It's getting very tight. I like need these cards not to exist. The Pyre Room has to be played, I think. Maybe we do, like, yeah, we can increase damage here, right? Okay. Yeah, we can fix this fight. You guys all need so much more energy and everything. Making this guy be on the floor with others seems bad, unless he can't be rooted. Okay, can't be rooted. That's honestly a good thing for me. You, on the other hand, you could go away. And then the Wormkin Spike. Honestly, the Reap here doesn't seem bad. And we could just apply a little bit more Charged Echo on this floor someday. It's a good plan. Okay, I'm suspecting 6 more turns, unfortunately. 6 more turns. That's a lot more turns to try to survive. Let's get some forage going. We have the Anvil Breaker, right. We also have that in case we need it. 6 more turns. Can we survive 6 more turns? That's a good question. Return 2 consume piles to the draw pile. Well. Then we have our merged equipment. So we can apply the attack where we need to. Oh, you can't snipe anything. Dang. I love ignoring all the enemy abilities, though. That's making me happy. Yeah, you just literally don't have anything to slay. You're just slightly low on damage. Unless we play more consumed cards, right? Actually, consumed cards will be better for us. Looks like it's 3 and 3 either way here. Might as well give this guy more HP. Do I take the more attack right now just because I might need to? Because this guy surviving is probably bad. Perhaps. Also, just having our Pyre deal more damage doesn't seem too terrible. Turn Consume pile to the top of the draw pile. Sure. You can come back, I guess. That incentivizes me to play these like this for now. Wait, but then I'm going to play the merged equipment here. Didn't think that all the way through. I think we gotta play it like this, though. Yeah, because you already have that armor. We're already tanking what we need to. So, you get all the attack. Then who cares about the points? You could die this turn, even if it doesn't get us Forge. Seems like the best use of our abilities. Deal damage to front enemy unit equal to Forge points, so 4 damage right now just because of our base damage. Or we can draw 2 more cards, right? Consume armament. Well, darn. Guess I'll use this so I don't have to sap more strength from my guys. Then I guess we'll honestly just give me some attack and health here. That seems like something. We're taking damage. But it's not the end of the world. We don't have to do a perfect fight. Assemble. Okay, create a copy of the front-friendly non-champion unit and descend it. Does it descend with all its buffs? How buffed is this copy? I gotta know. Okay. So also, you can just start taking more damage every turn, if you don't mind. I'd love to consume this card. Cannot be removed from the deck at all, though. I guess, like, yeah, that just... Wait, this Vengeful Shard does go in the consume pile. Whoa, okay, maybe those are really good to consume. Should have been really prioritizing that then. Gonna keep prioritizing Pyre health. 45 is not where I want to be. Assembly room, I mean... Ooh, I don't want to lose silence, though. So yeah, maybe we do just apply it here. It does create an exact copy. That's kind of neat. Then we take 1 damage because of the shard here. Not ideal. Certainly not ideal. And then we didn't play the Pyrelight, which hurts me a little bit. But at least we take less damage from the middle floors. Whatever this guy goes on there. So in a way we're saving a ton of damage. Another assembly room. Very interesting. Okay, we actually get a lot here. We don't have an equipment in our hand to make use of all this. We get a bunch of energy. There's a lot of X going on. You are alive and going up to the top floor? That seems bad. I definitely don't want you to do that. But I also don't think I can stop you. So I just have to live with it. This guy hasn't taken like any damage yet. That's concerning to me in a huge way. You are running out of survivability. Okay. Silence maybe is not going to get us there. Could start... Wait, we could do this, right? Start critting copy here. We're taking so much damage, though. Hold up. This is less than I wanted, but... if I can start creating a really good copy on this floor... Oh no, we're not going to create a good enough copy. There's so many weird ways to play this game. I do love it, but my god. You're gonna go up to the top floor. Well, you're hitting me. Good job. We have 2 Pyre Lights. Okay. You need to hit strike 3 times. That just has to happen. I can't do much more than that. Although Pyre can get hugely armored. Actually, that matters a lot to me. Or we have to play the Void Armaments. You're alive. That's certainly something. Oh, I could have created the copy a while ago. Oh, that's sad. Well... Okay, Void Armaments. You gotta attack 3 times, because this is getting out of control. You gotta Echoes of the Past. You gotta Echoes of the Past even more. Cool, we made it. This still does something. Damage to an enemy unit or attack to a friendly unit. Wait, this isn't Pyre Armor. Don't know why I thought it was. Could give more attack though. Hold up. We can also play this. We don't need to worry about this guy too much more at all, really. I think, honestly, this could be the correct way to do it. So we can create a copy of this guy who's just going to die. But hey, we tried. Okay, well, maybe we just have to live with our shame and be someone who suffers. This seems like suffering. Yeah, okay. Are we ever gonna get to do enough damage to the main boss here? I honestly don't know. This could be a loss, potentially. It's looking like a loss. Attacks immediately when an enemy moves. You move between floors or change position on the floor. Very fascinating. Everything on this floor is dying. So there's that. I can do a ton of damage to you, but that doesn't really matter. I don't know why the Pyrolite is like being multiplied here. You're dealing 8 damage because everything on this floor is dying. Yes, that does make sense actually. This adds up. I'm not sure if I can win this. You can't draw yet. That does also add up. We can play a sentry turret somewhere. Nothing can actually survive. A sentry turret with a huge amount of forge points they should add. Right? I mean... It's a good chunk of forge points. We could smelt everything that isn't the sentry turret. Okay, okay. There's things going on here that could work in our favor, maybe. What would I do? This would probably just die. I think you're toast. Sorry, little scrap guy, you're gone. You, on the other hand, you can preserve our dude's life for one more turn. Well, it was worse than I hoped. My Pyre's not taking all the damage though. That's cool. We can consume, choose a card, smelt all cards in hand, right? And then smelt is just like, yeah, consume a card. So we can get rid of these cards that we have built up, which is kind of cool. In a way. Because really what we're saying is that we can get this to be big. And then this could consume cards and deal damage, or we could hold it. What are we getting? Higher shot. Higher shot is there for sure. We have very few turns left. Maybe if we get like a plating or something, we can live. What are you? Oh, you're just stealth. That's why you're living. Aren't you lucky? Cool. And you're dead the next time you pass by, but you're gonna gain even more HP this time. I'm down to deal more damage, regardless. Very, very little hope. Okay, and at this point, our leader's dying. That sucks. No, don't do that. Champion unit, equipment, or room card. Yeah. Yeah. Gosh, Curses of Entropy just being added to the deck always is actually evil. Front unit on all floors. This is just... Oof. Oof. That is evil. Mass production's just coming far too late. I feel like there's a world in which we win this simply because the box exists. And like if I play into the box in the right way, we can maybe have much better turns in the future. Seems like a reasonable thing to expect. Silencer, who's also stealth. What a guy. That's cool. You're dying to corruption, my friend. No valid target. Yeah, you're telling me. Alright, well, I mean, maybe there's a world where we don't die? Maybe we win anyways? I mean, they're cycling back to, like, the worst of them, right? There's 2 equipment in your deck together. I don't think I have that anymore. Yeah, it doesn't exist. Cool. Yeah, everything's at 1 health. This guy's, like, not... Oh, Pyre's dying this turn. Right, because I have no units on any of these floors. We didn't get Pyre Smelter. So unfortunately, no matter what I do here, the reason nobody's taking any damage is because, well, simply everything gets to survive, unfortunately. We didn't do enough this time. We start battle? I feel like there's a win in here, so I'm going to give it another shot. Zone of Silence early on felt good, for sure. I don't think there's another way I want to play this, though I could see... I could see an argument. Swapping our ideas out here. Having more consumed targets means we get more forge stuff in the end. This guy's got Titanite, right? So he does get to be tanky. Let's play it weird. So we get a Weldling early on. And that just seems so good. Then we get Echoes of the Past like this floor, right? I think there's something inherently good in that. And then we also have the Weldling for forge points, but we don't have any forge points. But we could get forge points. Hello, Nova. Hope you're doing well. Which means we can get a big Hammerfall. Okay. There's like something to this turn. We can add this. You can start to have a bunch of attack. We just play here. You're there to tank. You're there to give armor and continue tanking. And then eventually we can do damage in the late game. Wow, this is a late stream? Yeah, it's a very late stream. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Just felt like doing a late stream. I'm just enjoying some Monster Train. I kind of want to remove this Echo form, or Echo Transform. Maybe I should do that too. We could smelt it, keep the Pyre Shot. That's another line, but we would have to get rid of our X cards somehow. Either way, this isn't bad. We have a lot of damage to our bottom floor that we're going to need. We have our tank who's actually gaining health this turn. And then when we eventually get a copy room, we can copy our front guy there and have him be super Chadley. Trying out Bin Bin's 4 duplicate hero party on Across the Obelisk. Nice. Sounds like a good time. Maybe we buff this guy up a little bit. No one ever saw that coming. Okay. This boilerplate could just be used to keep this guy alive, right? we don't have to rush the Pyre. Like that's unnecessary. We don't have a lot of forge points this turn, admittedly. But we chose some sustain instead. I feel like we just forge right here. Keep our boy alive as long as possible, though honestly it's not going to keep him alive that long. Maybe I should just put it up here. Undo this turn. I can do this better. Now I've played a lot of the first Monster Train, but not the second. How's it compare? I mean, I think it's just an upgrade in almost every conceivable way, honestly. Yeah, that's my honest opinion on it. Pretty much just an upgrade. Can't really see it being much else. Okay, so you take half damage, so honestly, yeah. We boilerplate you. Eventually we like duplicate that, and then you have more attacks. Okay. I think this is the turn that sets us up for success later. It's gonna be painful for now. But later, we're set up for success. Okay. Right, we have a whole horrible turn here. I forgot how horrible this turn ends up being. But we get to consume a Vengeful Shard, getting it out of our deck permanently. That's good. We can start to play these Pyrelights. And maybe I hold on to one of our Welder helpers here. This guy's not taking too much damage just yet. We can unfortunately sap ourselves a bunch of times. I can't actually play this card, unfortunately. That sucks a lot, but we'll gain 15 HP. And everything here gets to survive a little bit longer than I would like, but that's okay. But yeah, if you like the first Monster Train, I think there's a lot to love about the second Monster Train. If you got your fill after the first Monster Train, then like there might not be that much here for you, to be honest. But if you didn't, then just enjoy. Okay, so we activate these guys every time as early as possible. We can sap here for extra energy and extra forge. We have a consume rooted. We have a bonk. Wow, that guy is 50 HP. Do you know that guy has 50 HP? That's kind of crazy. We have a Pyrelight. We do want to play the Pyrelight. I guess we want to play these cards here. Reap for 42. You can be like somewhat attacked, I guess. Not really. The X here could be good. Everybody getting some armor here seems solid. And then I guess we play the X card to get rid of, to get more reap here. We'll have to get charged echoes on this thing. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot more so far though, in terms of our rounds going on. This feels like we're in a better spot. Now I can have like 7 energy a turn, right? That's another added benefit of what we got going on. We have our merged equipment, which I can start to play on our boss boy if I'm worried he's gonna die. He's not there yet. So we've got time. Applying some reap to all these guys so they all start taking damage and dying is good. Sorry, voice crack. Ooh. Armament Drive. Seems solid. Play that. Give this guy some attack. Otherwise he's useless. Give these guys some attack, otherwise they're useless. And Boss Boy could get some HP, I guess. This guy has 254 armor. It's a lot. Could do a pyre shot. Doesn't seem like it'd be that bad of an idea. It gets us through quite a bit of this pool, but we could have a pyre shot for later, which also seems kind of cool. There's part of me that wants to put all of our armor on this guy so that he could have a 1,000,000 attack. Is there anything I can one-shot with this bonk? There's nothing. Yeah, I think we ran into this last time. I just don't have like a good bonk target. So yeah, getting 66 attack on here seems real solid. Also getting 66 attack on this guy seems real solid. We need build-up attack on our top boy if we're going to be duplicating him. I don't know if that was the right choice. But there comes a time you got to make a choice. Let's just hope that was the good one. Okay. Oh, by the way, this, like, Crown of the Eternal, such a good pickup. It's been saving our butt for such a long time. Ooh, the Eternal Kinstone. This is actually super good for us. So it turns out the cards are different, because I don't remember the Eternal Kinstone being here last time. Which is, well, certainly something I have to think about. We can play cards later. Might as well start the repup here, right? Yeah, so we don't have to worry about all of our Pyre's damage. Do more damage here. Take less damage on our guy. Smelter can go. Oh, that wasn't the thing that I expected him to activate. That's that was so different from what I expected. That's funny. Okay. Could remove a bonk? Is there any reason to remove a bonk? Not really. Are you applying corruption? You know what? These guys do apply corruption. Are you applying more corruption? You're applying corruption 6. Well, might as well get rid of you. Can't. You're sticking around. Well, I need you to have more HP. I'm going to add a Kinstone here. That seems like it would be good for us. And then I need you to have more attack, unfortunately. And then I can't have my Pyre taking too much damage. We only have so much time. Okay. Well, I can't rely on the same cards, but random loot box eventually probably gets me the win. I'm playing the new DLC, so the new faction and everything here is leaving me learning a lot, so my apologies if I don't give good explanations of literally anything. You're only taking 22 damage. That makes sense, because like we aren't actually going to be doing too much. 44 damage. I feel like we get you to a critical threshold at some point, right? Yeah, now you're dead. Okay. Well, that's something. We do need to play the Pyre Light. Make sure this guy dies eventually. The Vengeful Shard. Oh, I think I want to consume the Vengeful Shard so it never appears again. Yeah, that sounds right. Then, what else do we want to do? Activate this guy for sure. Increase this guy's attack. 30 corruption. Lots of damage. Foundry line. I mean, honestly, the Foundry line seems really good. What would we keep? Maybe even the scrap metal, but I can see keeping the Pyre Shot. I kind of just want to get rid of everything else. Our boss is gonna die here soon. 94 HP damage? Okay. Not yet, though. Not yet. Hammerfall. Hammerfall is good. Wish we had that last turn when I had 2.5 billion energy. But we get it this turn instead. Not the end of the world. Do I want to snipe here and get forge value? I think I do. Anvil Breaker could do a lot of damage to this guy. Maybe that's what I do need to use my forge points on in the long term. Probably not going to be drawing too much realistically here. Gotta increase this guy's attack, otherwise we're just dying slowly. This guy's attack could be increased too. I mean, I like this floor getting some value. We're drawing a lot of cards each turn, right? So hopefully this is fine. Firelights disappear from the deck eventually. Not dead yet. Our boss can take a little bit more damage. Yeah, cool. Okay, I can get a sentry turret. Wait, that's the same. That's the same? That's weird that that's the same. We get to burn cards. You're still alive, but like you're not really a threat. We're just here pretending you are for your own benefit. The game is laggy. Wow. Not what I was expecting. Honestly, probably better playing on this floor for those cards. Or do we play a mobile sentry turret here? And just like hope for the best? You don't fit. Well. What do you mean attacks when an enemy moves? Don't know what that means. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna waste one of these just so I don't have to sap all my guys one more time. Now, we are living. Yep. That statement's true. We have a lot to go. Our boss has like no attack at this point, thanks to all the shenanigans. Okay, now you're dealing 35 times 4, and our boss is indeed dying. That's unfortunate. You guys aren't dying. It's also unfortunate. Okay. Well. Maybe there's like an armor level I get here that survives? No? Maybe amount of health? No, okay, everything's just gonna take damage. Really? I really thought, I would have thought that was gonna be enough. Really thought I was making it there. Really? That wasn't enough. I'm shocked. Okay. I think that's our best damage. Yeah, that does do a lot more. This could do a lot here. In terms of the damage that we all do and take. Everybody has Reap. You're gonna die anyways, so it doesn't really matter if I play this Pyrelight or not, but I guess I might as well. We do have to get rid of the entropy. It does have to happen. That sucks. You guys get to make it to the top floor, which means we take a lot more damage. Yikes. Move a non-boss unit to this floor. Grant your unit silence. Oof. Oof. They're gonna silence my units. So we could like drag this guy down, but I'm not sure that that's worth it. 680. We're not gonna live through too many more turns here. Our boss dies here. Our turret buys another turn or two. We're close on all fronts. This is a very, 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 very tight fight. Okay, I'm dead next turn. Did I miscalculate there? Anvil. Must have miscalculated there. that was more than I expected. 'Cause I die immediately, right? That can't be good. Fire immediately gets to do damage on this floor. That helps. Dang it. So in the end, I still take too much pyro damage. Nothing I can do about it, huh? If I burst all units, like, that's not gonna help. I mean, we almost took out all the enemies again, but we let up one dude, and then this guy just gets to attack us for 3 every time. That just keeps happening. There's no way I get to deal any more damage. Well, I think I know whether I'm starting a new run or not, which is probably going to be not, but like, we're going to restart this battle. I don't know. Okay, that one turned out a lot better. I think having the shard dude up here and getting all of our value out of the stewards and the machines was very good. Maybe we win if I have another shard soul carver guy, but we're doing what we're doing. I think I saved for a good turn 2 as well. Right, I went all in because of the welder guy, which was good. I mean, that wasn't bad. We always do this, but I think I'm only gonna get 1 here. Then we can up this guy. We could do a weldling. That's not bad. It's definite uncertainty here that I have in terms of what I want to do or not. I think we just need to increase this guy's attack a lot. Like, we have to for the sake of the fight. I could do this right now. Doesn't feel like it's that bad. Foundry line. Keeping Hammerfall is an option. Maybe saves us in the future. Changes our card output for sure, right? No, we're keeping Hammerfall for sure. Alright. There's a lot of attack. And then you can have a lot of attack so that I can actually gain some HP. Now, we're assuming that this is the right way to go about things. We'll still split our floors like this. Right, this is like the rough turn 2, but this time I get to do a little bit better. Get to apply a bunch of reap. Get to have more damage here. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, this turn ends up being way better, right? We can give you even more attack. There's no real reason not to. Then you can just have a generic old boilerplate. That's solid. You can play this. And we need to make sure we give 15 HP to our boss every time we can. Perfect. That was like an optimal turn. Wish I could reload to this turn anytime I wanted to, but hey. Alright, yeah, this is the shit turn. This is so bad. But we get to get rid of another Vengeful Shard, right? That says a lot. Start to build up Forge. And we sap, we sap, we sap. We just can't take any major damage. And I wish I could play this card, but I can't. Alright. Yeah, round 3 is just so bad. Drawing all those curses that they add to our deck. It's really brutal. This guy's gotta go. Always adding these cards. I don't know that I really make use of the X just yet, but doesn't seem like it'll hurt too much. The cripple here or here does make sense. Rooting that guy feels good. Getting some armor on our guys feels kind of pointless, but it's not the underworld. Maybe I just don't even worry about the Reap on this guy. Like, that's never been the problem. The problem has always been these two guys. So we just apply as much as we can. Hope that they'll take enough damage over time. Potentially I should consider playing a unit on the bottom floor. Get a Pyre Shot this turn. Pyre Shot is good this turn. Armament Drive's also good this turn. We have a Smelter we can use. They deal their attack damage, but it doesn't mean anything. We have our Forge points. We can spend our Forge points, giving this guy a bunch of attack, making our dude tanky. I don't know that that is very important either. Maybe we can make our Smelters stronger, honestly. That might be even better. So I'd rather just craft this equipment right now. Okay. You don't get to slay anything. Right. This is the bonk turn that sucks. I remember this turn. Okay. I like Pyre Shot, merged, Higher Light. So Higher Light. Take a bunch of damage this turn. Pyre Shot. Make you take more damage. I guess we could bonk this turn as well. We could also save the merged equipment. It's not the worst idea. $45 HP. Oh, Pyre Health. Why are you so important? Okay. Just gonna be adding a little bit of this. We don't take too much damage here. You need a lot more attack now. Yeah, one of our problems, our deck is actually too thin. 6 damage, right? That's because they think we're gonna play this card, which we're not. I just need to keep adding more to this guy. Like, genuinely, he's gotta die. 48 damage here at least means everything gets to go. Play more of that. We can do the Kinstone on this floor, but we might as well do it on this one. It seems like that gives us a lot more damage. Well, gives us a little bit more damage. You're taking 291. You're taking 135. This is reasonable for now. But our boss is going to die to all the corruption attacks, right? That's our champion, I mean. He just gets corrupted here. No, he doesn't get too corrupted. We do get to live. Okay, that's surprising. This guy is getting a lot of rage. Gain 2 rage. He just always gains 2 rage. Got it. That makes sense. Why he's got so much then? I've got like a new theory on like what I need to do. And it's different from what I thought it would be. It's important that you get some attack. Can I like make use of this in any way? I need to like get rid of this card. It's in my deck and I can't consume it unless I use our boy, I guess. I dislike that, but hey. Extract 1, deal 8 damage twice, slay, sure. I mean, like, you're dead in 3 turns. You're dead in... Maybe we can kill them all in 3 turns. That seems reasonable. Okay. And then our pyre survives 3 turns. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait. Maybe this isn't possible. Yeah. Yeah, it seems more possible. Okay. So... we have Anvil, the Breaker. Yes, okay. Alright. Now we get energy this turn. We get a Forge. So you get to be slain. Taking 402. Maybe you do need to die. Pyre Shot here isn't too bad. But we can play the Pyre Light first. Pyre Shot gets even better. Do need to have energy to play our cards, though. And then this does 1,000 damage, right? And that's all we really need to deal? How much are you taking here? 420. So this guy's taking 420 a turn. So he's dead in like 3 turns regardless. This guy might not be dead in 3 turns. No, he's dead in 2 more turns. So yeah, I think we get rid of this guy. This seems like the play to me. Last time, another dude made it up. We have 31 health. We're fine. Okay. I think we actually found the solve. What a turn. Back to the Sentry Bot turn. Oh, and our merged equipment turn, right? That's also interesting. Because it does change what we could do here. You could get a bunch of attack. I actually don't hate that idea. Okay. This guy's gonna die if ever we... Yeah, okay, so we're like 1 away. So all I need to do now... You're done. All I need to do now is finish this guy off. So that's literally my only focus. That being my focus. I can turn on the Forge here, but it's not going to do a whole heck of a lot. I don't know if that mattered. I mean, this just does less attack. I guess this could just up our armor again. Okay, this merged equipment doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's just like add a bunch of attack to this guy down here. Seems like it's the objectively correct play. I can't see any other play. And then we win in 2 turns. It's just that easy. Or we win in 1 more turn. Because surely the triple strike now is enough to finish the job. Yes, okay. It is, it just doesn't look like it quite yet. But yeah, we get there. We get there. And all it took was everything. I probably shouldn't mess with it. I was just about to play a card that like I shouldn't play. Do I die? No, we just take 9. Honestly, at this point, kind of okay with that. Oh, I'm okay with just taking 9. You could have damage, I guess. Because, like, I'm worried to play any cards and, like, ruin my whole shot at winning. So, let's do this. Oh, boy. Finally. Finally, everything's at 1. That was a lot. That was... This final fight took an hour. That's maybe the longest I've ever spotted a Monster Train fight. Pretty cool, though. Got our level up. Ember Drain 2, Revenge gain... Oh, equipment Ember Drain 2. But then Revenge gain 1 Echo. Ember Drain 2 is bad. Consume, Reapply... Wait, I swear I had that. Oh, but I got it randomly. Okay, then 1 additional card in each draft will be infused. Yeah, that's not a bad thing for Wormkin, of course. Echo Bloom, we also saw that randomly. Extract 3, melee weakness. Yeah, we saw some of these randomly. Mind Horde can be okay. Smelt a card in hand, apply 4 armor to friendly units. Ooh. That's fun. I highly value smelting. Smelting is so good. Look at this win streak. Dang. Cool. Yeah, we got that going. Dare I start a new run? Play endless. No, not with that deck. That deck's not going to be endless at all. I want to start a new run. I kind of want to check out the Rift Station, but let's just do another regular run and let's get out something else. It's a familiar, wonderful sound, right? Isn't it just? You know what's funny? I read that completely as wonderful. Oh yeah, look at how many clans there are. You get a lot of mixing and matching in Monster Train 2. I feel like there's just a lot here. And then you have Pyre Hearts that all have different abilities. Has copy card option at Merchants of Steel, Magic, and Trinkets. Actually, maybe this is the best Pyre now that I think about it. Copy cards is insane, even if it costs money. Pyre takes damage, gain 10 gold. Once per battle, select all, heal all cards. All drafted cards appear with an upgrade. That's just silly and usually not that great. Once per battle, gain 3 energy. Permanently added floor space. I mean, this is kind of like a boss relic over time, right? Then once per battle, select Heart to apply Frozen to all non-blight and non-scourge cards in hand. This is really good. Friendly units gain Slay plus 1 damage permanently. That's so interesting. Moves Train Steward cards. I'm just like fascinated by many of these. Let's go Pyre of Savagery. We'll go with the standard Umbra here, and then we'll see if the Rail Forge really, like, let's just go all in on our champ, is what I'm saying. Let's go crazy. We need to unlock some cards. Yeah, there are any new factions? Yeah, there are just as many new factions as there were factions in the old game. So that is to say 6, if you now include this DLC. The Rail Forged is one of the new factions that we're using here. They have these cards. Renovate here. Primal Dust, I do like Damage Shield. Damage Shield's good. Morsel Maker. I'm happy with the Morsels Maker early. Usually not something I'll complain about. Let's take a look at our champ. So, I was going to say, there's basically just 2 champions. You always get one good one. There's either the Trample one or the Lifesteal Gorge one. You can't go wrong with either. The Make Space one is also not bad, but I just find this one so much stronger. Now, given that we have X cards, I think we'll just play the X cost cards, get +2 to their X value. When you forge a unit or equipment, gain +2 health for each forge point spent is also pretty good, but given that it gives us armor anyways, that's basically health. So might as well not worry about that. Now, it's unfortunate we didn't get our Trample boy early. Having Trample on Penumbra would be nice. Make a little morsel maker here. Alright. Yeah, I mean, this new faction is like what introduced these forge points, and I'm still getting a handle on it. Let's see if we can get one of these guys with attack, please. Okay, or we can just take 1 damage for no reason. I like that too. 1 damage sounds great. Yeah, wait. We don't have a lot of pyre health. I need to be more careful. We're already in trouble. No starting cards are great here. Okay, we don't have like target damage either. Yikes. Oh, I guess I could renovate this floor, right? That's not bad. Then we can play more morsels on the floor. We're gonna take 3 more damage and we're not gonna get our collector value. Not that we had a choice. Never had a choice. Alright. Life is pain. Not a strong start. There we go. This is a slightly better start. I mean, we're definitely gonna win the boss fight for what that's worth. Assuming we can make it to the boss. Friendly units gain Slay +1 permanently. Yeah, so our champ's gonna get +1 permanently. That's all I cared about. And then you guys living or dying doesn't really matter to me. To be honest. You're already getting X damage shield. Sure, let's see if we can make this floor survive for whatever reason. I don't really see a need to, but might as well. This guy's got nothing. Right, yeah, the renovate. The renovate should be good for us. I was hoping to see renovate early on so that we could make use of that with the penumbra, but I'm noticing my lack of target damage is real bad. What do we have as our main people? Yeah, Seraph applies corruption 2 to your units. Great. So we're gonna have to find a way to deal with corruption, which starts doubling and stacking in a really bad way. We aren't getting permanent stuff for the morsel eating, so might as well not play too much into it. But we're at least making sure our champion slays quite a lot. And we'll hope to get trample later, because we need it. Mind Collapse. I like Mind Collapse with Molten Manifold a lot better. I mean, normally I think it's Antumbra Assault for me. But Mind Collapse is just good enough with Molten Manifold. And we already have 2 renovates, so I'm not going to add another. Boilerplate, that's just another... I mean, that was the armor that was giving us like 200 armor for 1 energy. Like, we got to do that. And then I need units. I need units and unit upgrades. Large Stone and Endless. What do we got? Dang it. Wow. Really bad unit options. Really great upgrades, usually. But bad unit options. Could make a train steward thicker, but like for 105 gold, maybe I just save it. We need less smithing. And we need less shade splittering, actually. Okay. Not a great first buy. -1 energy a turn sucks. Let's see what we can do here. This is the classic setup of like never think about adding more to this floor again, because now we have 7. Not gonna play the boilerplate early. So we might as well smith. Then we can snipe that guy. Now we get a little excavator guy. Alright, sure, whatever. We're gonna hope to forge later. 10 life. Can I make something worth 10 life? Yes. Perfect. Alright, we're not going to get as much forge value this time. That's by design. This floor is full because you have a 7-unit limit. So we don't need to worry about that. This is a painful grouping. Like, not having trample early here has been really painful. Wow, I can't believe the units in the way this lines up lets me take down every single enemy here. That's awesome. Sure, have damage shield. Have fun with it. I mean, there's no way the boss ever harms me. We don't have to worry about that. We have scaling on lock. Now all we need is everything else. I never got to play my boilerplate. That guy has spikes, that's why we're all dying. I was like, what's going on here? That seems like more lost than I would expect, but it does make sense. Now we can do Anti-Umbra Assault. I don't mind Space Prism as a way to increase our size, but Anti-Umbra Assault seems better. Another boilerplate. We're not going to be able to do enough of that in the first place. I like Metallurgy though. This could help us slowly thin out our deck, get rid of curses if we need it. So that seems great. Now we need more units for sure, and I need something that does damage on a different floor, please. Umbra Banner, and we have Merchant of Steel here. Reduce size to 1 and get dualism. Alright. Alloyed Construct. Interesting. This is maybe the first time in a while I've been interested in Alloyed Construct. We're going to be able to fuel it pretty easily. It has multi-strike to start with, right? Gorge, gain 1 fuel. It has 2 fuel to start with as well. It's actually... This is good Allied Construct. Dualism, unfortunately... I guess you could gain more fuel more quickly. Maybe that's relevant. Negates the effect of inert and dormant. Loses 1 stack every turn. Maybe it's not that relevant. We're going to be gorging quite a lot, right? Could reduce the size, but again, if we're playing it on a floor where we expect him to eat a lot, that doesn't matter too much. Still, it's not a bad upgrade. Could reduce the size of a train steward or shield steward. Actually, kind of like that. Rerolling's expensive. Maybe I'll just make the Alloyed Construct better for now, even though it feels kind of worse in the long run. But it can gain attack over time, right? So maybe it's not that bad. And then as much as I hate doing this, because this could be a monster card upgrade, we're going to go without having a full monster upgrade. Ooh, Inkwell. I remember this being really strong at the end of battle. Gain 100 gold, okay. Minus 1 energy per turn, but draw 2 additional cards a turn. That's really good. But we need a way to get energy if that's going to be the case. At the start of turn, apply 1 daze to the front enemy unit of a random floor. We could go for gold. I don't hate the gold. 100 gold at the end of each floor that's kind of just like a safe turn. This gives us like 900 gold, or I don't know, 600 gold over the course of the run. That's a lot of gold. Leaky Pen is always tempting. We are struggling with energy though. We are really struggling with energy, and Leaky Pen will make that a lot worse. This basically would mandate us taking energy in the next boss reward. It's also just like, what are we doing with the 2 additional cards, right? We just don't have a deck that makes use of it right now. It's likely to be worse for us when we have all the bad cards get added to our deck. Let's do the boring thing. Just take the gold. It's not bad. Could be better, sure, but I'll take not bad. Rage 4 on Siphon. You know, honestly, this guy doesn't scare me. Also famous last words. So Penumbra. What do I think about this? Do I still play Penumbra on this floor? I think I do. No, never did make use of that Forge guy. It's a little bit unfortunate. Maybe this boilerplate's gonna be bad. We didn't get permanent value out of it after the first fight, which is kind of stupid. It's gonna be an interesting turn. Renovate, I guess, and then I don't know. End a dude. Yeah, we're gonna have fuel for sure. For like ever. I'm glad I gave him attack so that he's at least finishing the fight in a lot of cases. And then honestly just smith the floor. Like I don't need anything else. You're only taking out one guy. Okay. I'm hoping this Forge is going to be worth it later. Might not be. Then we need him in front, tanking all this. Maybe we can get multi-strike on the construct later as well. This seems like it'd be good. I'm gonna continue playing the stewards like this. I like that these floors are just like done. I don't have to think about them. Maybe we can get Overgorger or something. Actually, I don't even know if I have Overgorger unlocked. Okay, so the one thing I'm trying to do is just get like permanent value. Off of the Forge thing, the armor. So we'll see if we can do that. Hey, there it is. Okay. So give this guy a ton of attack. Doesn't quite get there. Maybe he will if he gets to eat more? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was also thinking I could just do this. Make him eat even more if we had to. I'll take no damage. Perfect. Now our multi-striker is getting a lot of attack. Let's go for it. Alright. I like Foundry Line. Choose a card, smelt all cards in hand except the chosen card. Kind of gives us a great way to get Forge value, but it's not really like the strongest thing. Kindle Flame is cool. Like, I mean, we have more X cards that we'd like to see. Well. Alright, now we got a bunch of interesting cards. Wow. Where the heck were you guys earlier? Conductor Steward, rally, apply 5/5 to the summoned unit, and then ability Train Whistle? What the heck is that? Triggers when a friendly unit's on the floor. Right, well, yeah, that's rally. Friendly unit attacks immediately. Oh, that's cool. But we're definitely taking Morsel Maid. There's no world in which I don't take Morsel Maid there. Then, as far as, like, stuff goes, I want more energy and draw. I think I want more draw first. We have energy in a number of other ways. I'm going to look for more units again as well. Getting HP doesn't hurt. Trample? Trample. We take Trample. Trample is life. Take a look at our magic spells. Okay, we get double stack. I was looking for a way to remove Consume. Removing Consume on our energy card could be good. That's a way to start going crazy. Double stack shield. Double stack armor doesn't seem good. Wish you could double stack forge. That'd be way better. Okay. Yeah, double stack doesn't seem too good for us here. Could just reroll. Nice to cost to a card. Is there a card that I want to see less of? Yeah, I think like once we've seen a renovate, we don't want to see any more of it, right? So making this get rid of, like, go out of our deck seems pretty solid. Temper Assault's a little bit different. Kind of want to see more of it. Spell Chain. Spell Chain on Kindle is actually kind of insane. We can remove Consume. I'm going to reroll just to see if I can get it. Okay, no such luck. Felt worth the try, though. Let's make Metallurgy free, so we're encouraged to play it. Temper Assault can get some benefit, and then Permafrost. Currently, I don't really care about Permafrost. Let's take a look what our unit is. Got the Salvage Routine and Scrap Harvest. Forge 1 on Revenge. Yeah. Honestly, for us just getting a little bit of the armor, that seems solid. Intrinsic play. I just like to have a cheaper -1 energy. Let's move on. Non-boss units can multi-strike. This is always terrifying. Always terrifying. But we have Trample. So I suspect we'll be okay. Oh, we also have the Morsel Maid. Right, this is a thing that I have to think about now. He doesn't permanently gain anything. I can always just think of him as a late game build around, because he's always going to have relevant stats in the late game. We could maybe think about dualism later. Yeah, that's a late game build around. Let's not worry about it for now. Oh right, we're one size bigger. That does matter. Start here. Weird. I need more energy. Okay. More draws out, more energy's in. And we're gonna need to find space somehow. Kind of a big yikes of a turn. Okay, Morsel Maid, you're going up here. So we're just gonna get 24 energy real quick. That does consume the card, but that's so funny. Yeah, so we can have infinite, like, damage shield. Seems pretty solid. I can't put cards there. Well, whatever. Our champ's not dying. I'm making sure that's happening. we're gonna get some relevant stats. It's all incoming. Alright. You need some stats. Do some damage. Put you on the floor, but it won't matter. Still haven't seen our increased capacity cards. I was definitely hoping to draw those earlier. The way I drew this up, it's just not coming into play. I guess alloyed construct here, just so we don't let things get to the top. We just sort of accept our failings, such as they are. And we look for unit buff upgrades for our morsel guy and just give him plus attack every time, or multi-strike every time. Okay. Can I take one more hit from that? I don't know. Wow, you're running out of, oh right, because we have multi-strike on all the units. I'm like, how are you running out of space? Well, because duh. Okay. Honestly, you need some stuff here for sure. You're taking damage, it's fine. Then we can slay this guy in the back. Cool. Not a fantastic turn. Or fight. Turn. Not fantastic either, honestly. You're dying. Oh no. Hold up. What if no you weren't? Could even have this train steward take some of the damage. Is that worth it? Could be. We could have him deal more damage because these guys are getting to live. Keep that in mind. This guy's inert now. No wonder we're not doing enough. Okay. I just... Every turn's a struggle. We gotta take some damage to our pyre. That's bad. I could redo this fight way, way, way better if we have to, though. Wow, we ran out of all our damage shields. I just did not expect that to happen ever. Okay. When we smelt a card, what are we getting out of it? 0 if it's this card. Okay. Well, I was hoping for better, but oh well. Are we dying instantly? We might be dying instantly here. With enough of these guys on the table, right? That seems like that's a thing that's happening. So 5 times 4, 6 times 4. That's a lot of damage, and I just didn't feed this guy ever, so we didn't gain any stats. Yeah, well, it'll be fine. What do? Descend, retreat all units, multi-strike, apply multi-strike to all enemy units. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, alright. You know what, have fun. That's what they said there. Have fun. We did. Not enough here. Worrying. Very worrying, but you know what? We got some stats. And that can be enough. Is it enough? No! Yeah, okay, hold up. Yes. just freaking barely. Ooh, boy. What a interesting run. So, I played that horribly, but we didn't really lose much value in the end. So all's good. All's good. Didn't really take much damage. We're fine. Feast trigger feeding on friendly units. That's not going to be necessary when we already have the dude who feasts, unless we wanted to get on inert. But nah, that's not going to matter. I like excavation eruption. We don't have a lot of target damage, and that feels like it's target damage that can help us. Return a friendly unit and its attached equipment to your hand. Weird. That's weird. Whoa. Huh? Excuse me. Huh. Sacrifice Forge 5. That's not bad either, theoretically. To build into Forge a little bit more. I don't know how much I want to build into Forge, but I guess I'm trying a little bit. More units up here. I feel like we are fine on units, to be honest. I like the Celestial Alcove, though, and I do want to upgrade some magic cards. I want to upgrade some unit cards more. You can also see another unit. Let's go this way, though. Take an artifact. X cards that and cards that cost 3 have or more have permafrost. Interesting. That's just interesting now. Equipment, Crucible Extension, gain 4 space. When you summon a friendly unit, draw an equipment and apply -2 energy. Interesting room there. We don't have many equipment yet, but we can, right? We're about to pick up some equipment potentially, so either of these seem potentially sensible. And applying quick to any unit is usually pretty good. In fact, I think I value Swift Steel Dagger very highly. On deployment phase, summon a morsel miner on each floor. Oh, we definitely do the when you play 3 different kinds, and we take a spell slot upgrade. And I could re-roll. I mean, it's worth it just to look. Okay, that was worth it just to definitely look. Now I have to think about Viola's Tuning Fork versus Pyrestone Housing. We got rid of some of our starter cards already. Pyrestone Housing could be really strong still. Well, I wish we didn't take the spell upgrade, but this is what it is. I think Penitent Stone on each floor. Ouch. I think we're in good shape. Penumbra plus something else. We're taking energy next. Definitely relying a lot on these Crucible extensions. Don't like it. You can just be down here, I guess. That's what I would like to say. Okay, you're going here. Then you're going out here, and I think that's good enough. We have to regorge later. We can apply a quick... You're getting the finishing blow, that's funny. I think quick here makes a lot of sense. Ah, we played another card, so we got extra energy and stuff. That's neat. Very neat. Cool. Not enough forged options yet. Let's take a... Let's do this. That seems good. Well, damage shield here. Take less damage that way. Okay, this seems solid. You grant guys Titan Skin. Kindle now has permafrost. Actually, that's insane with Crystallized Wing, right? Now we just have to find a way to make use of 2.5 million energy. Alright, we're on to something. Definitely on to something. Ooh, I need a Crucible extension that. But I could also just sacrifice a dude. Get some forge there. This gets cheaper. Wouldn't mind having multiple energy cards for next turn. Then we could renovate. But what floor do we renovate on? It's definitely either the middle or the top. I think we're gonna renovate the top first. We got a lot of forge points from this guy having revenge. We need to wipe you out. We got morsel made here. Vengeful Shard can be played. How do I wipe you out? I just have to have a bunch of damage somehow. We do have a renovate that gives us a bunch of stuff. $32 energy. That's just so silly. Oh, I see. You guys are all surviving. You wouldn't die, unfortunately, if I put you out here. And also, if I put you behind, you could get a slay, which is good. Wasn't thinking about these guys having haste. I think, unfortunately, we're in a bit of a bad spot no matter what I do. The gorge here will be a problem. I don't want to take too much damage. But that could be a bit of a problem. Play 3 different kinds of cards in a turn. Can I, like... How does this start to work? I have questions. I wonder if we start keeping our forge points. Crucible extension seems good. Power's gonna take some damage. Didn't get the collector once again. Missing out on some money hurts. Especially when we're so poor. There's the mine collapse, finally. Could have showed up a turn earlier, made me feel a lot better. Oh, interesting. It gives you this the base value of the card, not the reduced like value of the card. Cool. This guy got a lot better. Forge, I guess that doesn't matter. Mine collapse. You can go down. You do a lot more damage. Okay, we got interesting thoughts. We have interesting thoughts. We have interesting plays. Also interesting thoughts, apparently. Wow, all 3 hit you. That wasn't what I was expecting. It doesn't matter much, but I just wasn't expecting that. Umbra, Salt. Play you just to have you go away. Get some lifesteal here, I suppose, and then make this guy bigger. Alright. Doing some solid work. Did we already play our armor card? I don't think we played our armor card yet. Is that still in the pile? Still in the pile. Perfect. Okay, so we do want to sacrifice if possible. And keep playing Metallurgy. You have reanimate like 2 million times? That's fine. That is a-okay. I don't worry about such things. Hey, Train Steward could be on this floor. Do they do enough damage? Not quite. Ooh, unless I want to use forge points. That seems stupid, though. We Definitely don't want to use forge points like that, right, gang? It seems like that would be a bad idea. A big waste of forge points. That's a big waste of my space here. A big waste of my space here, but I guess... No, 17 damage just doesn't add up no matter which way I spin it. Because you attack twice, do 86. Yeah, just... They survive with 3, which 3 is too much no matter what I do. Okay. Unfortunately, the guy gets to live. Do damage to our pyre. Our pyre can take damage. It's not a problem. Okay, we are going to add boilerplate. You're gonna survive. That's funny. Wow. They can become humongous. Get our attack on our multi-strike and Nerd Boy. You definitely just want unit upgrades. Unit upgrades are the most important thing we can get. Oh, we get a bunch of slays on this. That's great. Means our champ gets to start with higher attack. Definitely something I appreciate. Cool. We'll take the Gorge option the next time we get to upgrade our champ. Another Kindle Flame. Or we could have Cannibalize. Cannibalize is good because we have a Gorger. Another Kindle Flame is hilarious. We have nothing to do with this energy right now. Like, I have no permanent gains. I have no, like, max damage. There's nothing I can do right now. But I want it. I want the weird, random, like, just infinite energy, then deal a billion damage card. Create a copy of a non-champion unit, equipment, or room in hand and apply -1 energy. Right, yeah, that's a thing. Ability Trapdoor. Send enemy units to the bottom floor, apply daze 2. That's cool. That's cool. This Pyrebound rune actually sounds pretty sweet. Gives us time to set up. Maybe that's what we need. We're kind of a setup deck, and this gives us time. Mass production, probably not needed. Yeah, we're a setup deck, and this gives us time. Even with the Calcified Ember, we take that. Okay, we can now duplicate cards. So we have to consider duplications and what we'd want there. Allied Construct, already getting pretty good. Morsel Maid, not so much, but that's fine. They don't need to be that good. We gotta go Merchant of Steel. I think before we even consider duplicating, and honestly, maybe the health is good for us. Merchant of Steel is really good here. Shield Steward definitely has to go, and the Spear Steward I think has to go. Okay. Come on. Reduce size to 1 and then also large stone. I mean, that's cool and all for like maybe this guy. Hold up, 100, 100. If we re-rolled after that, we'd have not enough to potentially get a multi-strike, and we need the multi-strike. Okay, reduce size to 1. Did we buy any of these? That's actually a real question. Could buy this guy just to build up a bunch of forge points, right? This hurts to do, but in case we get something that we really wanted to see. Yeah, so dualism just doesn't do anything anymore. Doubles the stacks of armor and buff and debuff status effects applied by this unit. Yeah, there we get the fuel too, right? You get nothing, you get 50 armor. I mean, it does obviously do stuff, I just am being mean about it. Alloyed Construct, maybe it's not our like ultimate game plan, but them having quick could be good. Morsel Maid can be our ultimate game plan. Alright, we fished for what we wanted and did not find it. That's unfortunate. That's why we fished, so we can look again. Find the Titan Essence. Can we do it? Okay, so I'm liking the Forge Steward on the bottom. Umbra here. Morsel Maker, and then the Alloyed Construct. I guess the Morsel Master still makes the most sense up here. Sure. Unless that happens, what the heck? Okay. Well, we can fix that. Spear Steward can be played. This guy can gain quick. We can renovate already. That's pretty nice. Don't really care about this Forge card. The Smith card, I mean. And so just get a bunch of room up here. And then we survive. Survive quite nicely, I should say. Alright. Shade Splitters are coming. Oh my god. Max and out of floor. Great. You can have 7 shield, whatever. See if I care. I need some of my guys. Uh-oh. Thorns. Thorns could be a problem. Thorns could be a very big problem for the late game. I now need to think about how I'm going to deal with that. Also, this is just a big problem of a turn. Oh, I hate that. Great. Sacrifice Forge, but that doesn't help me that much here. Wait, my boss is dying? That doesn't sound right. He can't die. How's that happening? Wait, what? I guess, yeah, 40 HP just isn't that much HP. I didn't come online fast enough. You start with 30 HP on the boss, or my champion, so he's not going to be strong enough to survive. We have to reconsider our whole game plan. Apparently. And then these guys are living. Wow. This went way worse than expected. Wait, is my pirate just like gonna die too? We didn't get our units. I feel like I'm not playing this wrong, but the game's punishing me anyway. You have 200 health. Oh, whoa. Maybe these guys are doing way more than I thought. Okay, 50 HP pops. All right. So if we're not sniping them immediately, life is pain. I see. So I needed to really just focus on sniping them immediately. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Also, does this, like, yeah, pay for itself? Should. That's hilarious. The days. I mean, the fact that I'm not dead here is a testament to, I feel like, my deck being good. At the same time, I'm a little frustrated that I can't just easily win this fight. Alright, now I get to draw my actual damaging units, right? Like, I suppose it was my fault. Like, I didn't build to have the most damaging units in the game. Like, that's definitely my bad. I could have built better. I guess this guy could have gone on this floor and then... Yeah, maybe Gorger could have gone on this floor. Yeah, we renovate it like 23 slots up to maximum capacity. Hilarious. I don't know. I want to see if I can win this. Everything went wrong, and maybe we still win anyways. Seems unlikely. That's why we give it a shot. Yeah, you gotta go. You're probably dying to like forge or something, I would imagine. Okay, I think the way to resolve this fight is just to start on the bottom floor. And also maybe play our attack units. We definitely restart the battle. This is very easy to win. I just underestimated Sheriff Lord once again. Maybe my support units are less important to play, and my units that do stuff are more important to play. Right, we also have our Forge Steward. Forgot about that guy. Don't mind him being out and about, but we can support here, support there. Oh, this is the copy one. Whoops. Oh, we could get a lot of space. Could have a lot of stuff here too, but I think a lot of space sounds great to me. Then we'll just damage shield there. Okay. Now I need you to not die. Good, we have damage shield. So you're unlikely to die. Oh, okay, you're actually super alive? That's better than regular alive. Great. Alright. This is gonna work now. Now, you add a bunch of bad cards to my deck, and I dislike you for that, but seems like we can maybe make do. So I can do this and that, and then I can... Did I like play units and forge them or something? I don't know. Maybe I did. You make it to the top, but you don't matter. Because nobody's eating you. Oh, my multi-strike guy died. That sucks. But my champ's alive, and that's all I really need. Yeah, we didn't get a lot of forge. No surprise there. Bunch of energy this turn that we can very much spend. Calcified Ember gets to go away. Trapdoor Shoot gets to go. And now Morsel Maid gets to have his time in the sunlight. Maybe this ends a dude's life? Okay, it does. 7 isn't quite enough. We have 4 waves remaining. Chances we draw a boilerplate again are high. So let's try to go for it. And we're just going all in on my champ right now. Champ gets to have it. Shield a Steward. You are a card. Alright. Good stuff. I didn't need to play that other card I just played, but we're fine. I think at this point, now I don't have to worry about stuff. Lifesteal, energy, sure, health. That all seems reasonable. You can gain all the stuff. You can even sacrifice a dude. But I don't really wanna. I could sacrifice you. Honestly, for permanent value, that won't be a bad idea. This dude has 3,000 HP already. I feel like that's more than he should have. 17 forge. That's a bit. Is 21 good enough? We have one wave remaining, so I'm gonna say yes. And then we could attach it here. We wouldn't be quick anymore. Or we could attach it here. And that's just kind of interesting. I like kind of interesting. Alright. So, like, there's no way we lose, right? 1700 damage. Well, never say never, I suppose. Can I gain enough energy here to feel good about myself? Maybe? What do we got? More damage? I like this more damage. This does 81 damage? Sure. 1800? That's the best I got? Alright. Surprises me a little bit, but I guess 22 damage is a lot, and we're taking a bunch of damage per turn. You only have 80 armor. I guess if I just took the armor on my first guy, we'd probably be fine. But we're fine regardless, so what am I worried about? Absolutely nothing. Cool. End the turn. We got this. Easy fights. Spend all forge points, deal damage. Now that's not quite making use of our massive energy. What's the Glutton's Maw? Ability Chomp. That's an equipment. Destroy friendly unit, gain 15/15, and triggers Gorge and Eaten. Ah. Destroy a friendly unit. Just like straight up destroy them. Now Furnace Tap, kind of a classic way to win. Start adding multi-strike to your team and you'll be a-okay. Chomp is funny though. It's not good enough. Not for this team, not for adding another bad thing to our deck. Energy, I need energy. I also need space, but we're gonna say we can add space anyways, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, magic spell upgrade or room and money. Room, equipment, money doesn't seem bad. Spell upgrades. I mean, I have spells I'd like to upgrade, but what are we doing in the next area? Probably going here to duplicate, so our spells will be upgraded there. Ooh, or do I fish for the Merchant of Steel? Probably have to fish Merchant of Steel, honestly. Either way, I think this makes sense. Both routes are good. We're going to just make our Gorge better on our champion. Armory, Void Armament. I mean, is it ever not Void Armament, I guess, is the real question. Probably not. Then we can combine stuff. Overgrowth Carapace. Now this actually gets really strong. Get one size, shield and spear wall units gain multi-strike and plus 20. That's a really fun one. Combine two. So we have Boilerplate, which is good. I think Boilerplate and Swift Steel Dagger going together sounds great to me. And then we could put Multi-Strike and Overgrowth Carapace on something else. So this being on our boss boy seems pretty darn good. Remove a card from our deck. Probably a Spear Steward. Just don't want to see him. And we're gonna go with Giant Dex. I mean, I feel like maybe I could do something better. Oh, started unit on each floor. Not the worst, but can be annoying. Okay. So how are we gonna do this? Do we need to end fights fast? Or do we give our boy time to get strong? Given that we have something to start on each floor, I feel like we have to do something like this, actually. And then Morsel Made. I guess Alloyed Construct. Alongside a Morsel Master could be good. But Morsel Made and Morsel Master seems like that would be the play. But again, I can't help but feel like I could play that later. So maybe it's this. Yeah. This seems like something I could do. I think our Shield Steward's gonna take a bunch of corruption. And then I think our Alloyed Construct also could die, depending on what happens here, so I'll find out. Oh, never mind, not corruption. This is just damage and death. Cool. But that works out for me. You don't die. How do you not die? Huh? You're only 25 HP. And they're dealing 36 damage? Am I negating damage? Am I crazy? Also, this is the Morsel Made turn, and I won't be able to play him. It's a bit unfortunate. I'm very actually confused at why I'm not dying on my Alloyed Construct. Are these guys just taking a turn off? They just deciding to chill? I'm not gonna complain, but like, it feels wrong. It feels like I'm cheating. Okay. Void Armaments on our multi-strike champion up top. Probably not terrible. Probably not terrible. Does everything I have quick? Am I like... Oh, he's got quick on him. That's what it is. He's already quick. Got it. That makes sense. And then you have lifesteal, so that's why you're not dying. And then, okay. I understand everything now. By everything, I mean I at least understand some stuff. And I need more energy this turn, so... Oh, whoa, don't do that. Don't just, like, do that. Please. Oh, you killed him. Yeah, you did kill him. You did kill him by playing that card there. Unless we want to put this equipment here. No, even if we put that equipment here, he dies. Okay, restart the turn. Hold on. I can do this better. I'm getting better at this game. I swear. Okay. Just don't do the thing that I did. And we'll be fine. Also, I was expecting this guy to die sooner. That's a lot of damage. Could have played this first. What am I doing? I'm being dumb. Yet somehow feels so right. I guess I'm not playing Overgrowth Carapace. Did I really need to play the energy then? It would appear not. But, oh, well, we can have just infinite damage shield. Infinite damage shield always seems like a good idea. Just like kind of literally always. Could you not be on the bottom floor on a thing where these guys are gonna wreck me? Okay. The answer is no, but it's nice that I could think otherwise. Do I do the damage to take out this guy? Is that literally what I do? No. I care not. Alright. They'll never make it past the top floor. Kinda hate this fight though. Smelt a card, sacrifice forge. I mean, we already like made stuff worse. You dying is actually like music to my ears. And then damage shield. Might as well give you some damage shield. Sure, why not? Actually, he has more HP than I could deal with. Hold up. I should consider things. Like my choices in life. Aha! Alright. Kind of the perfect turn to furnace tap, honestly. We got multi-strike going. This is all I need. You silencing me? How dare you? Yeah. We made the right call, it just doesn't feel right. We're gonna need more damage. Wow. That's crazy. I couldn't play Gorger yet again. Starting to feel a bit perturbed. 382 damage only. We play spell on this floor, she gains spikes. So I really, really, really don't want to play a spell on that floor. Really don't want to play a spell on this floor. You're gonna silence me. Cool. Ah, okay. We can metallurgy. Get consumed there. Take that guy down. Potentially find a use for morsel made. 9/9 won't do it, right? So I can theoretically see what I can do. The armor there was quite impressive. The big boss is doing it all. I wanted to see if I could live, but I guess I can't. That one's interesting. Yeah, you never get to live. 33 is too much health. I'm sorry, Gorger. That's not where I wanted you to be, but that's fine. Alright, game. Maybe there's actually some great reasons to keep X cards in my hand so I don't redraw them. Did you ever consider that? Me? Apparently not. The multi-strike, damage shield. We're all set. Never had a doubt. It was all going to come down to my champion. Great. Ooh. Oh, here it is. Deal 80 damage. Wait. Yeah, it's 80 times X plus 2 damage to the front enemy unit. That's whatever. I think butchering oil is funny. Okay. We got some things now. Now I was gonna duplicate or search for meaning in life. I think honestly having pyre health isn't even bad. Merchant of Steel. Show me what we got. Multi-strike. That's what we're looking for, buddy. Morsel Maid? You gotta have multi-strike, and we could have quick on him. So this is genuinely really hard because we can just get a good upgrade on Morsel Maker at the end here, but oof. The end of an entire battle, purge a card. I like that. That's just a good thing for us to grab now. Yeah, people. This is really good. Void Fragment strong. Mind Jacks though. That seems good. Let's re-roll. It's a little late now, though, of course. Oh, at the start of turn, fully heal a champion? Yes. After playing phase, you can play your third card. Draw. Yes. Okay. So considering the money we have left, we could buy quick, make Morsel Maid just a quick multi-strike Gorger. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Why do I just want to find more multi-strike? There's not much else that'll be better. I'm going to re-roll just to see what we could have gotten. Make something large and reduce size to 1. That is funny. We get to reduce size to 1 again on this guy. Great. We can do both. We can make this guy large and reduce size to 1. Perfect. That doesn't matter to me at all. But Forge Steward being reduced size to 1 is funny, and then this guy being large is also funny. So, you know what? And then Damage Shield, honestly, we're going to want that on some of these guys, I assume, right? Just because Corruption's going to be a thing. So health is good. Yeah. All that seems solid. Titan Trial, let's go. Our support cards are going to, our support monsters are going to survive for a little while. Everything's going to be good. Forge Steward. Copy Morsel Unit. I just put the Morsel Maker on this floor and then that's like just the floor. Four energy. So play like Alloyed Construct behind this guy. Multi-strike, and then we could do this. Seems solid. Can always play that Corruption later. Overgrowth Carapace, not a bad card. There are guys we're gonna have to take care of. There's also this Forever Consume Permafrost, which is like soon as we get the chance to, might just destroy this guy. Genuinely? Oh. Hold up. Is this the turn? Can I turn 1 this? Hold up. Because this is the spell chain version, right? So we have 32 energy, so this is 2,700 damage. Not quite, not quite. Okay, undo that. That's really funny though. We're close. Honestly, once we get our other Kindle, we'll get there. Or if we get more energy to start with. Oh, that changed? No, that's the same. Okay. And then Smith here. Yeah, we get that. It's all good. We're gonna want to play the Calcified Ember later. Overgrowth Care. Get a Super Forger. Oh, we get the Corruption on this guy immediately. Okay, Morsel Maker makes sense here. Just get like slightly lucky. That's pretty good. Get energy back. Morsel Maker. Plus now we get this. Which, let's be real, helps us a lot. We're doing tons of damage. We're just waiting on Kindle to really come through for us. Makes me very happy. It's like slight unfortunate stuff happening there, but we can give him tons of armor and quick, but that doesn't matter too much. We can give this guy quick and tons of armor. Okay, we want to purge the Calcified Ember before it's too late. Okay, here's the Kindle form, right? Maybe we want to delay this combat and not just defeat the boss instantly with Forever Consumed, as hilarious as that is. Even though we already played our armor, so we don't have much reason to delay. There's a lot to think about. Yeah, we can't hit the boss this turn, right? No matter what I do. I just don't have the... Is there a card I could draw that would make that a possibility? No, we don't have AoE clear other than my attacks. So we just have to deal with it for now. That's fine. So we can actually just play all the bad cards. This guy's dying. That's fine. Our allied construct, it was a short-lived dream. We got better options. It happens. I'd love to take down one of these guys in the back who's going to keep adding terrible cards to our deck, but that's not an option. We definitely don't want to Ember Drain. That's one thing I can see us definitely not wanting to do. Okay. We have all the pieces of Exodia, right? Four energy. We can make it more energy. Yes. Exactly this way. That's what I was thinking. And even more energy. And actually we can hold up. That's kind of insane. 7 energy to start with. So now Kindle, 92. So 7,000 damage. Beautiful. Beautiful. 4 waves remaining. Doesn't matter. Boss is dead. I think we could have like spell echoed there too. Maybe. I might have missed that at the very end. That card's definitely in our deck, so theoretically that's a thing that I could have done. Okay. That was a good combo. This is like all I really hoped for. We don't even need that combo to win, but it makes me so happy that we have it. Like, unbelievably happy. Do I want Penumbra down here? Or would I rather have him... I think I'd rather have him upstairs. Upstairs. I don't know, that's a weird way to say it. I think I'd rather have him here. Maybe we just have this guy here. And maybe we have Morsel Master here. And this looks like a fine floor. create a copy, but then I can't really snipe it, which is funny, so I guess this is like the most efficient play. Just randomly get cards. Seems good, honestly. So, yeah. Probably can have enough damage to take out our enemies, but this guy is just still going to be on the slow side. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna have to play Pyrolites for sure. Yeah, the top floor is once again gonna be our big problem floor. And that is A-okay. We can start having this guy survive more as well. Ooh, double the energy. Already getting some interesting plays. Right, Curse of Entropy. It's just, I guess that's just always the card they have. I like don't know these things. Void Armaments is good. Growth on Morsel Maker. Do I care about it? I think so. Do I have to worry about assembling the pieces of Exodia this fight? Probably not so much. We will anyways worry about it, that is. I hate that it takes away all my armor. I feel like I've earned that armor, you know? Why is it all gonna go away? Tell me. Am I really? I'm not playing Void Armament? Okay, I guess I'm not playing Void Armament. Can extinguish here. Nope. Some damage this turn for sure. Yikes. What a turn. Okay. We can do this. You all are dying because of sweepers. Sweepers suck. Everybody knows this. I don't know. Maybe I have to Kindle Flame here. Maybe we're not assembling the pieces of Exodia and I'm just like lucky if I get to come out on top. Discordant Bells definitely aren't okay. Alloyed Construct doesn't get to do a whole lot. Multiple energy this turn. The sweeping double strike is really what's getting us here. Can I do anything about that? Could have this guy play on this bottom floor, right? Construct never survives this floor anyways. It's close, but he just doesn't. Because this guy's also quick, it could work out for us. So now we get to have some stuff. I mean, that doesn't seem that good to be honest, but who am I to argue? Okay. This final fight's being more complicated than I wanted it to be. Which is a little bit frustrating. Hopefully it'll end well. As long as we keep playing that card, I'm sure everything will be just fine. You like need to attack me every turn? You don't have to, right? We haven't dealt any damage to this guy. So we need more gorging. You know what I just realized? Actually don't have great ways of getting through gorge. Or being able to gorge well, really. It was very unfortunate. Now, honestly, the multi-strike that I applied to this guy is going to matter a lot less. Did that guy not die? I thought that guy was dying already. Oh, I sapped, though, so that's why I didn't get to die. And now we have 2 Pyre's Lights for some reason, and just a whole bunch of other cards. Okay, hold up. You're getting 15 HP. Okay, things are happening. Pyre's taking damage. Pyre's taking a lot of damage. Pyre's taking a lot of damage. I was taking less damage. Okay, this X turn is worth it. Y'all need to let me do more damage to these guys. Everfrost, Frozen, X times 2 is just always here. And we need to copy more morsels. Okay, Pyre's Lights don't matter that much anymore. Okay, that seemed important. You're dying. Can't have that. Could activate this. That maybe ruins everything, but in a way that's acceptable for me. There's so much here I'm having a hard time with. Double copy there. That didn't work out particularly well. This card goes away anyways. A million damage shield, which we do need. Potentially up here as well. Five damage shield is good. Having moved this guy multiple floors is bad. At least he's scaling less easily now. Now we can multi-strike on somebody. This guy's not doing anything with his attack. Okay. This is the turn for multi-strike? I mean, I suppose it could be. No room on that floor. Right, yeah, we did do that to ourselves. It's definitely something that happened. No room on that floor anymore. I smell weakness and melee weakness. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Our Pyre's done with this guy. Are we done? You're not doing 5 damage to the Pyre? Shouldn't you do 5? Oh, you're dazed. You can't do 5 damage to the Pyre. Ha! Sucks to be you, I guess. Yeah, Gorger maybe doesn't want Overgrowth Carapace. Maybe the guys who only have one size want Overgrowth Carapace. Just a thought. I think I have to play this to get rid of it. It's like in the way or something. I'm worried. I'm worried I don't have the damage I desperately need to have. Yeah, you're not getting taken out. That's not good at all. Now we don't have to worry about guys dying. Consume that, that's great. We finally have more HP and a floor. Cool. You're all not dying? Wait, what? Huh? Hold up. Oh, because you just take that multiple times, don't you? I can't daze you. And then you'll go up and you'll definitely kill my pyre. Fascinating. Gosh darn it, I have to do another restart battle? Okay. Well, of all the ways I played that, of all the ways to play that, that was definitely one of them. Forge Steward goes down here. I think Morsel Maid still goes up here. I don't know, maybe the Morsel Master on our big Chungus boy is probably the best thing. And the Morsel Maker just feeding Hunger Guy is great. That seems like a solid enough answer. Okay. So first thing we have to do sucks a little bit. Hey, he survived. Right, I was like, I'm planning to tank there, but that's not how that works. Okay. Give him quick. That made sense. Right, and then we could give you quick or armor or whatever. Right. And you definitely just get to exist. Have fun doing that. Multi-strike, Ember Drain. The Ember Drain is rough early on here. That's real rough. But maybe it's the right play. Honestly, it seems like it could be fine. Because we have Mind Collapse, we'll be able to get some energy next turn. Which I think will really help us out. Okay. We do a Shade Splitter. Shade Splitter. Does it get copied? Wait a second. 9 plus 4 is 13, which is exactly how much. It's not getting copied. Oh, I've been playing that wrong this whole time. Okay. I wonder if someone was just like screaming in the comments about that. I probably would be. Oh, we did that a little early. Ooh. Purges when played, discarded, or at end of turn. Yeah, fair. Interesting. Okay, so that changes how I should do this whole fight, actually. Start battle. Yeah, not getting the copy on the Gorge is actually really annoying. I dislike that there's that interaction. But it makes our turn relatively simple still. We don't have to play this guy on the bottom floor. Could still play the Shield Steward up here so we don't have to like think about it. I like that play. Okay, I like this a lot. Then we can be a little bit better about this. In terms of the damage that we get. And then we were gonna Ember Drain you, but what if we just didn't do that? What if I just did, like, I don't know, anything else? I don't know. Trample plus quick is good. The Ember Drain could have been fine as well, right? Like, we kind of calculated having Ember Drain in our turn, and that being an okay thing for us to do. Yeah, we can increase space here. I like lifesteal. This guy's gonna keep dying. You're gonna need to keep tanking. Can't wipe this guy off the map. It's unfortunate. But maybe we just accept that's life. Alright, there was this whole like void armaments play, but that doesn't matter that much. Because we can always play that later if we need to. Guess I could play this, just get out of the deck. Then we have a tank for a little bit longer. Seems solid. Oh boy. There's a lot of bad cards entering the deck. Alright, having energy on this turn seems like a good idea. And since it's ephemeral, we just play it anyway. We void armament here, probably. Damage shield seems pretty good to get. Discordant bells need to go. I don't want my construct to just die unnecessarily. Gonna see what I can hit here. Might as well play it because we have the energy. The sap does suck. Tempting to just put the alloyed construct down. Yeah, that way we don't have to have more crap shuffled into our deck. Seems fairly worth it. We can do this immediately. Are you immune to daze? You're immune to daze. Wow. Aren't you cool? I was not thinking you'd be immune to daze, but alright. Can smelt a card in our hands. Pretty snazzy. Primal Dust with Kindle can be really good. Alright. It's still Kindle and Primal Dust. Sure. I just feel like we're so close, but so shy of all the damage I need. Okay, we can smelt cards, get rid of this. Permanently feels good. Deal 480 damage down here, maybe, honestly. Guess like I could play a Pyre's Light, but it really doesn't feel that meaningful at this point. We could have more space here, but like to what end, really, right? Like, what are we doing with that space? Practically nothing. So maybe 400 damage here makes a lot of sense. Maybe we need more damage shield. Who knows? Alright. Well, this guy's finally gotten buffed. He's still on the floor with multiple people. Great. Bad turn for the Furnace Tap. But, it's gotta be done. So let's just focus on this being our damage floor. Not worry about much else. We just need all the damage there. And what do you got? One reanimate? Nice. Good job, me. Pyre's gonna survive a little bit longer, right? Did I? My guy didn't die, right? No, he's fine. Yeah, now we're fine. Okay. Cool. We got this. That's great. Honestly, that's fantastic. Get more energy anyways if I wanted to. So you know what? Sure. Take that. See how it feels. Ooh, entropies. Hate those. I do need some of this. You're at 1? You're at 1. You don't matter at all. Okay, I don't need to play Pyre's Lights anymore. You're blocking? You're not supposed to block. These guys can't make it up there. Hold up. That's bad. Where's my deck? All bad stuff? Just about. 107 damage. Hold up. That's a lot. So we can activate this, which is why I'm like not super worried, but it kind of just delays the inevitable here. And that's a problem. I need to not just delay the inevitable. But I guess we're delaying the inevitable. Can't be doubled anyways, so might as well use it. Alright. So how does this add up? That seems like a really bad turn for me. No? Not too bad of a turn? Could be worse. Could be worse. Could be lots worse. Wish I could like smelt that card out of my deck. But we can't. Does this wipe out anything? Has this ever wiped out anything? Can I? Alright. I'll admit. Trapdoor, maybe not the way to make this work. Also, we're so close. I feel like we're actually quite close. And that's what hurts the most. Hey, 160 damage to the front unit, right? That's great. Forever consumed, not actually forever consumed. Here I thought I was going to hold on to the pieces of Exodia, but just to survive is a huge challenge. They really mess with your deck in one of the worst ways. Yeah, and then you guys are all making it back up to the floor again, which is like a no-go for me. 8, 16, and 3. Wait, so 32 plus 3 is exactly enough for next turn to kill me, so yeah, we can't have that happen. Great. So restart the battle once more. That's just the theme of tonight. Restarting the end game battle. Maybe one day I'd learn, but how do I do this? We just stack everything into one guy. That's usually the way to win. Stack everything in one guy. It's definitely the first thing to do. And then we think about what we want to do after the fact. So last time we didn't play a Penumbral Assault, right? And that's why we were able to, like, do the things that we did. Yeah. Merged equipment. I think we maybe just play this up here. Right, and then we can give the shield to there. And that gives us everything I need. Yeah. I think that's the way. Cool. I mean, I guess I don't need to play this Vengeful Shard. Maybe that's like the real lesson, right? Just don't play Vengeful Shard. Stack everything on this guy. Multi-strike, damage, everything. We just go for pure, raw damage. And we hope that that works out. I like the play. Honestly, it seems really good to me. What a turn. Ah, we have the Void Armaments, but we don't have to play Void Armaments immediately. It's like literally frozen in our hand, right? This guy also doesn't need all the help in the world. So we can wait yet again, and we can give ourselves more space here. This is actually, yeah, much better turn. Now, we might have no energy on this turn. We have 1 energy on this turn. It's a lot more than no energy on this turn. Okay. And we've started to wipe out floors. Okay. I do like it. Can have more energy. You just need to be consistently someone who can wipe out guys. Don't have any more equipment in the deck. There's no real reason to do this. You won't fit. You don't matter. Just a little rude to say, but it's true. I'm sorry. Okay. No reason to play the Alloyed Construct. Might as well wait for a more opportune turn. Maybe we'll forge him later. Deal just a little bit of extra damage. Okay. Forge Steward. Start to be played. Taking lots of damage here. We do have the Crown of the Eternal. This is a good chance to potentially get some shielding up. As much as we can afford. That seems solid. That's a lot of shielding. Now it's only going to amount for so much, but now we're dealing 633 damage to this guy, and this guy is also taking damage per turn. Okay. So, like, starting to pay dividends. These entries just have to be played, I guess. Alloyed Construct could be shuffled back. Could do more damage shield, right? That doesn't seem too bad. Getting more space here also doesn't seem too bad. We're not worried about you. You just handle yourself eventually. Probably permafrost play that. Did you just add bad crap to my deck again? Stop that. I demand you stop that. Okay. Or at least... Ooh, holding off a little bit better turn by turn now. It was a lot bit better. Okay. I really don't want to take too much damage. I also really just want, like, more energy and damage on this guy. Like, we're attacking 3 over here, so... You could have that. This Purge card being in our deck doesn't help. I don't know if this literally ever matters, but... Keep reanimating. We're not too far off. How many turns do I think we're off? We're still several turns off, but we're not like too far off. Let's see what we draw. Play 3 cards, get multiple guys. We can have more energy next turn. We like multiple energy next turn. It's fine damage no matter what, because we always get some through. You're dead in 2 turns, no matter what. Okay. Genuinely, we're doing really well. It's not gonna matter, but it'll make us feel better. 145 damage. Honestly, this guy having spell weakness and melee weakness might be the best play for us. Okay, I think we're here. It only took 3 attempts. Good God, I need to get better at this game. Okay. You get rid of Vengeful Shard. 1380. Oh, you're killing my guy. You're killing my guy, and that's terrifying and terrible. 382. You're not dying at all. Wait, what? The corruption. The corruption's what's getting us. Fair enough. I guess that's true. Unless alloyed construct time? Holy shit. Couldn't be, right? It is. It's alloyed construct time. Okay. Never thought I'd think that, but here we are. We're so close. Okay, you're alive. Not for much longer. Oh, we're not wiping this floor out anymore either. Yikes. You definitely need some lifesteal. You definitely need some health. Honestly, I just don't want this going back through my deck again, so we're gonna hold off that as is. And I guess we're playing into this a little bit further. Might as well hit here. Make my pyre stronger. Why not? What do I care? Okay, we're gonna have lifesteal. So I shouldn't die next turn unless it can kill me in one go. I guess that's always the case on my champ. You're still stealth. 666. Okay. Think we made it. 14 damage this turn. Only if we don't play these Curse of Entropys. Well, we're playing the Curse of Entropys. Hey, that's actually just the cards I wanted to see. I don't think I could have seen better cards there. Hold up. Give me energy this turn. This guy needs to go down, so we're doing 566 to him. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're alive. And we made it. And he's at 1. Okay, now all this guy needs to be is at 1. I can't believe we actually got there. It's actually over. Holy crap. That was getting me. Ooh, boy. But we made it. It's not a problem. Just took everything in my power. Finally. Ooh, boy. Wow. Wow, wow. Yeah. Titans are no joke. I don't feel like I'm playing perfectly or like finding the most OP combos. We're definitely just playing a kind of standard learning still. Getting back into Monster Train 2. But it's not too shabby. A lot of restarts for the game, but at least we're able to win. At least we're constructing decks that can win, right? Blazing Bolts deal 60 damage to the front enemy, and then add a stronger version of this card to your discard. I like Blazing Bolts a lot. Apply damage deal 2 to the first friendly unit summoned each turn. I also like that a lot. Rail Forged. Get the Sentry. Okay. The Pyre gains burst 4. That's fun. So like the first time it attacks more. And we've unlocked Hef, the alternate card, or the alternate leader. That's awesome. And that's also going to do it for tonight's stream. We did a lot. We unlocked a lot. Beautiful sounds were played. And that's definitely going to do it for now. I hope you all have a great day or night, wherever you are. We'll see what Hef does later. I was going to say next time, but just later. What does she do? Smelt a card in hand. Okay, yeah, that is very valuable to me. We'll find out what she is like. But until then, I'll see you next time. I don't know. I already did the whole, hope you have a great day or night wherever you are. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, I guess.